Yeah, you're so cool, man.
The coolest.
You're so cool. You could be a freezer. All right. Come on, you dumb. Yeah, that was bad. Okay.
Right.
And
Go lay down.
start
Go.
recording the backup. And yeah, everything seems to be working. I think. I hope. I
Right.
see. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool.
Is that a cat
Hey,
behind me?
everybody. There's a cat
Oh,
somewhere. I thought, yeah, there's a
Yeah.
cat. Looks like you look like a supervillain, Kevin. Good job. Um,
he's on the decoy chair.
so last time, so welcome back, everybody. We're back with Down Darker Trails. 1877, Washington Territory, the town of Saltmarsh. Yes, that's Saltmarsh from the D&D scenario. When last we left our intrepid investigators, they had suspicions of they returned to Saltmarsh on Wednesday. They had some suspicions of a nearby infirmary and the priest that's running it. So after a nice lunch, after a hard ride that morning, they went out and they spied on the place. Particularly, Lieutenant Shaeder was looking for where they were moving food back and forth to, if they might have had prisoners underground somewhere. During the night, they saw more activity than during the day, which seemed odd. They might have seen the priest, they were not exactly sure. There were no cats around there. Um, they, uh, they did see during the day. It looked like in the morning, if I remember correctly, the woman who's there, the one that was after kind of Fernando Jimenez, at one point, or certainly flirting with him, carries some kind of big bag out to the parsonage, as Jimenez called it, which is a little hut where the priest lives, and disappeared in there, and then a fire got going. So, um, that night, actually, before all that happened, Ozuye Shappa spotted some big, shaggy, furry thing silhouetted against the moonlight on the river behind, about 100 yards away from him. But when he tried to point it out to the others, it was gone. And then later on, when he made his second crit fail, he thought he saw it off to the left of where y'all were. To your, let's see, north. North is that way. So to the east of where you all are, again silhouetted against the river. But again, nobody else could see it or saw it. It was gone by the time anybody else could look. Um,
Hmm.
you ended up watching all the way until late afternoon, whereupon you snuck back over towards the reservoir where the men were breaking up and shutting down the steam. I put a picture of a steam shovel in Discord. They do have some track that doesn't really connect. Oh, okay, good. It doesn't really connect to anything. I believe it is in Gaming Text Down Darker Trails. Yeah, and they've set that up, and they have this steam shovel that they're also using to work on digging out this reservoir. Um, so you mingled with those men and kind of came back to town. A few of them asked you some questions, but for the most part, they didn't care. These guys have been working hard for the last probably 8 hours or more, and they were exhausted. They just wanted to
Probably the
get
last
home.
12, in all
Yeah,
honesty.
get home, have something to drink, eat, go to bed. That's probably what their plans
Hmm.
were. There's about 20 men apparently working on the reservoir. You stopped back at the Saltmarsh Saloon, exhausted from no sleep last night, except for Lieutenant Shaeder, who maybe got in 20 minutes at one point when he kind of faded,
Yep.
and um, discussed what you had seen a little bit, and then Miss Blackwood brought up vampires for some reason, uh, and hey, could it be vampires? And told you all. Vampires don't like crosses and garlic and mirrors, and they don't. Um, what? Oh yeah, twins. Twins. If you wear your underwear outside your pants, twins can control them.
I thought you
Something
said
like that.
Inside Out.
No, well, maybe it might be Inside Out. I don't remember. Um,
Does it matter? Doesn't matter.
It might.
it might
It
because
could.
twins born on a Saturday about dropping rice down to make them count the rice, and Gypsy said that if you hang up nets that are all tangled, the vampire has to stop and untangle them. There's all kinds of rumors. Lieutenant Shaeder, um, oh, they can only come out at night, blah, blah, blah. Lieutenant Shaeder, he had read Varney the Vampire and thought, well, no, Varney came out during the day, and sometimes bullets hurt him and sometimes they didn't. Don't remember anything about garlic, mirrors, crosses. Holy ground, there's another one, Miss Blackwood, you could have probably brought up. They cannot go onto holy ground, churches, graveyards, that kind of thing. Any ground that's been blessed. Um, And so Lieutenant Shaeder's vampires seem a little tougher than the ones Miss Blackwood's talking about. They still need blood. They have to drink blood. Nothing uh, um, in either of them mention anything about mosquitoes having any connection with vampires. Usually it's bats, actually. Maybe wolves. They can control animals. There's another thing I forgot to tell you. So this is all, and y'all had gotten some dinner. We're sitting in a corner of the Saltmarsh Saloon, and finishing up. Everybody notices there is a fresh pile of newspapers on the end of the bar, and there's a box there, um, like a coin slot in the top of it. Um, and yeah, there you go. Is there anything else you want to do tonight?
I think, given the circumstances, sleep is
Yeah.
probably priority.
Oh yeah. Everybody's very tired. So yeah,
Yeah.
you can just call it a night around 7 p.m. and head for bed if you want. Um, let's see. Okay,
In fact, I'm tired enough I may even sleep tonight.
we got that. Oh, okay. A couple things. Don't forget, look at your traits and ideology beliefs. Also, don't forget coins. Don't forget to nominate each other for coins. If someone does something you think is in character, funny, good, or that kind of thing. And Lillian, you can use coins to bump up your rolls to make them lower. Oh, and you can borrow from other people too. Everybody starts with one, and it only changes it by 1%, so it's not a big deal. And there hasn't been a lot we've been able to use them for lately. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. You guys can. Lieutenant Shaeder, you're going to bed.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the same for everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's
Yeah.
pretty tired. Um,
Yeah.
what is?
We'll come at this again in the morning.
Okay. So I'm sure. I don't know if Jimenez will do the same thing. Does Aaron's camera keep flickering?
It keeps glitching.
Okay, okay. Because I see something happen, but I'm never looking at it when it happens.
And I'm
All
not even
right.
seeing it.
So right, exactly. Like every time I'm looking at Lillian or Sean or somebody else, and
Yeah.
then I'll see a little. There went.
Oh, I just saw. I just saw it.
Okay, but I wasn't looking at it.
So when I saw it, yeah, there was a
Uh,
glitch.
okay, so the night passes uneventfully. It is Friday, August 31st. Um, we're gonna have to find out from Aaron if he's spending the night here or if he's gonna ride back to Hazard's house. Um, the three of you can get up the next morning. There is breakfast, obviously, at the hotel. I think everybody can afford all that without any kind of problems. I don't know if y'all want to eat together or if you get up at the same time or wait for each other or what do you want to do?
I don't think we set an alarm for or anything for today, so I think it's get up when you get up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody can make me a con check. How about that? And if you
Sleep-
fail,
sleep
you'll be
until I
sleeping
wake
in quite a ways. Yeah. If you wake up, if you make your con check, you can get up when you want. If you fail, then it's more of a, oh, I get to decide. Or we
I
can
fail.
all decide together.
Uh,
As soon as you shop
I
at
have
that bed
a-
is so comfy.
I have a hard success.
You have a hard success. So Lieutenant Shaeder wakes up whenever you want him as a player to wake up, Kevin.
Okay.
I got to check the dice.
I got a hard success.
You got a hard success. So Miss Blackwood can wake up whenever you want her as a player to wake up, either early or sleep in, or sleep in past noon. You know, whenever. Ozuye Shappa, you are dead to the world. Um, you probably sleep in till like 11 or 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
How about the other two of you? When do you want to wake up? When do you want your investigators to wake up?
What time
Like
is the
7
start?
a.m.
7
that's
a.m.
what-
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
we
we-
went to bed at like 7 p.m., didn't we?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
like
you
12
did.
hours of sleep.
That's 12
What
hours
time-
true.
What time is sunrise this time of year?
Sunrise this time of year is probably like 6 a.m., maybe earlier, because you've got nothing to your west but the Pacific Ocean. So there's
Okay, so
nothing
yeah, 7.
blocking
So
it.
around 7 sounds fine to me.
Okay, so the two of you get up around-ish the same time, have your morning toilet, clean yourself up, shave, you know, wash your face, whatever you do in the mornings. And the two of you are actually come down about the same time. You don't see any sign of the other two. So for now, we're going to say Jimenez either slept in or he left town. Um, again, you noticed a fresh pile of newspapers sitting on the end of the um, bar. There's a little box next to him with a slot. It says 1 cent. So apparently it's penny paper. Fernando, did you spend the night at the hotel or go home? Go back to,
He
well,
probably would have went home. Yeah,
Hazard's
because
house. Okay.
there's less
There are a
mosquitoes
lot
there.
less mosquitoes because you've got a nice breeze up there on that hillside. Okay, so make me a con check to see how late you sleep, and if you make it, you can decide when you get up, and if you fail, then the
Oh,
rest of us do. Yeah. Okay. So you wake up whenever you
yeah,
want to.
hard success.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wake up at whatever time I would need to get there to meet for breakfast or
You
whatever.
probably got to bed by 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock if you wanted. Remember, you spent all
Okay.
day and all last night awake, so you're pretty tired. So yeah, okay, yeah,
Oh,
you would probably figure getting up at 6 or 7 o'clock, and it'll take you an hour or so to get into town.
okay. Yeah.
Um, you guys didn't really set a time the night before. Does anybody want a paper?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one.
Okay, yeah,
I do.
you could put a penny in the slot in Saltmarsh newspapers. The newest one is the 30th. That is yesterday, actually. Today's Friday, August 31st. You can take a look at it. I will do a quick summarization of it if I can find it again. There we go. Saltmarsh Gazettes. Fisherman Lost in Marsh talks about Sam Smith, who disappeared the 23rd. It's kind of a strange story. There's a little council meeting story. You know what? This will be easier for me
Wait,
if I actually grab the
is this
hard
a
copy.
two pager? Is this
No,
a two
no, no,
pager?
no. But
Okay.
I wanted to put one. I made one for the 23rd too, when y'all were out of
Oh,
town.
okay.
So if you guys
Okay.
don't look at the 23rd necessarily until you decide you want to buy a back copy for a penny. Um,
Gotcha.
and that'll fill you in on what you missed while you were out of town. And you can do that anytime you want. Let's see. Some people moved out of Saltmarsh. You're guessing that's the couple you saw leaving on the stage yesterday. Something about when school begins. Advertisements. There's more information on the Nez Pierce War. There is a warning to stay off somebody's property. There's actually a story about you all. It says travelers return to Saltmarsh. Apparently, someone saw you come into town yesterday and alerted Cunningham, and he couldn't find you because you almost immediately went out to go spy on the infirmary. So he must have asked around or something. Saying of the week, and then there's an ad for Miss Trudy's Girls' School. And when you come into town, Jimenez, if you want to take a look too, you probably
Yeah.
arrive around 8. So the other two of you have had breakfast, could have looked through the paper. This is just the first page. So what you've got inside are classifieds, obituaries, which there really aren't any this week. Um, Other kind of stories that aren't as interesting, maybe some fiction even, that kind of thing. It's just a 4-page newspaper. It's not really that big, but it's a tiny town. So
Mm.
usually not much. Well, a lot of weird shit seems to happen here. Um, so Jimenez shows up around 8 o'clock, and you can grab a paper for a penny and sit
Okay.
down with them. And did you eat before you came, or did you want to grab some breakfast at the saloon?
Um.
Because either one would work, you know.
Yeah. I probably would have ate there. In all
Okay,
honesty, that's why I'm probably showing up at the time I am.
okay.
Yeah,
So
and reading newspapers are often best read over breakfast.
wait,
But
eat where? You ate up at Hazard's, right?
right,
Right.
right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
But
now
I
you
can
have
still
it.
stop in for. Yeah.
You
I
can
still
look
haven't.
in.
I haven't had a chance to read the paper yet, though.
Right.
We don't get the paper up there, right?
Actually, yeah, you do. Hazard probably has a subscription, and
Okay.
somebody probably comes up there with a paper, and it was out yesterday, so they had all day to. It might not show up in the morning. Actually, it probably
Okay.
does. Hazard probably pays them extra, so he'd have a morning paper. So they probably hired a boy just to run up 4 miles up to Hazard's house, drop off a paper. So you read this over your breakfast, and then you head into town, arrive around 8 o'clock, and you see the other two reading their papers. They've got empty plates of food in front of them. You don't see Ozuye Shappa anywhere. Um,
Okay.
and let's see. Who do I wanna do? Everybody make a luck check. The three of you who are awake. Ozuye
Okay.
Shappa, this is the most comfortable bed you may have ever slept in
Yeah.
your life. And you keep waking up and you're like, I should get up. And then you roll over and you go back to
Yeah.
sleep. And it's like, oh my God, this is so good. How'd
Actually
you do?
succeeded the luck check.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't think I did.
Uh-oh.
So I think I failed.
have
Yeah.
Miss
I
Blackwood.
succeeded.
Fernando
Off to a
failed.
great start.
Yay, that's awesome. Um, hmm, who should I hit you with? Um, I know. You've sat down. You've read the paper. It's about 8:30, 8:15. It's in there somewhere. The saloon, the Batwing doors open. There's almost nobody in the saloon. People who do eat here in the morning usually get here like at 6, eat, and go. You know what I mean? And you know that,
Yeah.
Fernando. And same with Shaeder. You've probably been up a few early mornings and seen that. Um,
It's the way most people eat.
a lady whom you recognize, Fernando, comes in, looks around, and then her eyes land on you, and you see her kind of glare at you. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared with my pictures. Here we go. And here we go in NPCs. Okay, let's see if we can find her easily. Yes, okay, I didn't put a miss in front of her name. We're going to stick her in NPCs. She might have already been in here. Um,
I have a feeling I know already.
who?
Yep, Miss Trudy.
You recognize Miss Trudy. Slightly older lady, very good looking though, shapely, wearing tight clothing that's somewhat revealing, and her eyes light look around the saloon and they rest on you, Fernando. And she comes marching over. You see her glance goes to Miss Blackwood, but then immediately deflects. She doesn't recognize her, and then lands on Shaeder as well. And she knows him as far as like people know him as a guy around town.
He's the soldier that's been around town,
Yeah,
basically.
people
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
know who he is. He's in uniform. And she
Yep.
stops and she says, she puts her hands on her hips and she goes, "Hello, Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Jimenez. Sorry, Hernandez. I don't know where that came from. Hello, Mr. Jimenez. What have you done with my teacher?"
I did not do anything with your teacher.
Where is she then?
She got herself involved with some Russians, and she won't be coming back.
Why not?
She's dead.
This takes Miss Trudy aback. It's like you just punched her in the face.
Yeah.
No.
Because that was not the answer she expected. I don't know what she
Mhm.
probably didn't know what she expected. She certainly didn't expect that. And she puts her hand on the back. You've got one chair there at the table that's empty. She puts her hand on the back of that chair, and seems to catch her breath. And then she composes herself, and she slides the chair out, and she sits down. She puts down a fan that was in her hand, and she says, "Go on."
It's best you do not know the details.
It's not best I don't know the details. She worked for me, and she was my friend. Tell me what happened, Mr. Fernando. Damn it, Mr. Jimenez. Fernando.
hmm Um,
That's getting me screwed up right now.
he. Okay, can I?
Yeah, what are you gonna say?
I don't know how I.
You don't have.
I. Yeah, I don't say. I don't have to role play it out, but I can. Yeah.
You can give me the gist of what you say and how much detail you go into if you wish, if you're more comfortable with that.
I'll inform her about how she was kidnapped by Russians.
Okay.
Um, and they went somehow like she got involved in this expedition that they were going on.
Mm-hmm.
He had nothing about that, and
Yeah, that's all the truth so far.
yeah, and then um, he's where he stayed back with the horses. He didn't know what happened with her after that, but she definitely was not herself.
I'll need a fast talk for you to evade,
right.
like giving her all this, giving her information you know is important to her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you're being a little
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
evasive because you were there.
I succeeded.
You succeeded.
I got a
Okay.
regular
So,
success.
You don't know. You didn't know what happened to her. And what else?
Well,
Anything else? Oh, I get my dice ready.
yeah, like I said,
You stayed with the horses. She went off with the Russians.
right. What I was referring to, like, I don't know what happened to her, is like she seemed to
Oh, well,
have
that was
lost her mind.
that was the truth
Like,
then. But if you're gonna lie
yeah.
to her, you keep that role. We'll keep that role if you decide to
All
lie.
right.
Um,
Because yeah, it's gonna come up here, like probably. um, I'm trying to think how much he wants to end up going.
yeah, how much
He
do you
doesn't want to tell her how she like. He doesn't. Oh no. Well, actually, yeah. He'll just say she ended up attacking someone. Well, ended
Yeah,
up.
she did.
Yeah. She ended up attacking someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that got herself shot, like basically,
Okay.
and she did not survive
Okay.
the shot.
So you're glossing over a lot of details, but you're essentially telling the truth, basically, too, of what
Yeah.
happened. You're not lying too much. You're just being vague.
I yeah.
Well, that's what she's going to be
lying by
asking. Like,
omission.
who shot
Yeah.
her? Where's her body?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To say, and I think he knows who shot her, and so yeah, he's not going to tell her who shot her.
Yeah, you
Like,
know
he'll
who
just
shot
say
her.
He didn't see it.
Everybody knows who shot her because everybody was
Yeah.
aiming at her at the time. It was who pulled the trigger first, basically.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, you know who shot her, but she asks you. Well, what do you answer when she asks you who shot her?
I didn't see.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Where's the body? Or where was she buried?
Up north in a cave. The whole cave collapsed eventually. Like, their body cannot be retrieved.
Okay, so she peppers you with questions about this. Why was she in a cave? What were you doing in a cave? You know, blah 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 blah.
I said it was an expedition. Like yeah. Don't expeditions go in caves? Like, I don't know.
When did this happen? She also wants to know.
He'll tell her the truth on that. I can't.
Yeah,
think of
you
when
know,
it-
you have an idea of what the date was. It's easier to remember in game than out.
Right.
Do you know who her people are? Where she's from?
Seattle, I believe.
I'll talk to Mr.
I'm not-
Cunningham. He'll
I'm
know.
not sure. She never mentioned any family though.
Well,
And yes, I'm sure Cunningham would know.
I'll see if I can find out who her people are to return her possessions. The girls all liked her a lot.
She was very likable.
They thought you and she were, well, I can see what they see in you as well. She stands up and she picks up her fan. And she turns to the other two. She kind of nods at you, Shaeder. You have seen this lady in town, have not been formally introduced. Really haven't probably talked to her at all. She looks at
which is why I've been basically sitting quietly, drinking my coffee, reading the newspaper, and acting as if I'm not paying any attention.
She looks at Miss Blackwood. She gives you a nod, Miss Blackwood. It looks like she looks at you kind of hard, like she's trying to place your face or figure out who you are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But she obviously can't. You've never met this lady before. I'll go talk to Mr. Cunningham then, Fernando. What a terrible shame.
Oh. I'm sorry I did not have better news for you.
I am too.
Or tell you sooner.
That's all right. That's all right. She seems pretty, she seems upset about this. And then she turns and she takes her leave of you.
Well, I gotcha.
Obviously lost in thought, and she leaves the saloon altogether. No sign of Ozuye Shappa yet. There you go. So yeah, anything y'all want to do?
I mean, Fernando's fine with just sitting and waiting for Ozuye if
Okay.
Ozuye is going to stop up.
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
actually, he might be like, did Ozuye stay in the hotel or did he go
No, he
somewhere
stayed.
else?
He stayed. He's
Okay.
probably still asleep, to be honest. I'm looking over the newspaper.
hmm Classified ads, people selling
Yeah.
puppies, people who are traveling to nearby towns. To the inside of the paper is pretty dull. People traveling to see relatives are noted in small, you know,
Yeah.
5-line articles. That kind. Miss
Yep.
somebody's going to be out of town until Tuesday because she'll be visiting her pregnant sister or whatever in
Yeah.
Port Angeles.
Point is, I've read the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. There's not a lot of interest really. The front page has the most interesting news and an update on the Nez
Yeah.
Perce War. Um,
Mm.
Another man comes in to this saloon as y'all are chatting and waiting. Fernando, you recognize him
Yeah.
for sure. Um, it is
Yeah.
Luther
And I was about to
Cunningham.
say, if Ozuye Shappa's not up in a while, I'll go wake him up.
Okay, there's Luther
But
Cunningham.
may as well let him sleep if that's what he wishes. God knows we all needed it.
Cunningham comes over to talk to you, to the two of you. He's taking his hat off and he walks over. He says, "Good morning."
Do I know
Uh,
this man?
um, he is the editor and owner of the local newspaper. Actually,
Okay.
you
So I know
probably have
of
a
him. I don't
passing.
know that I've
You
met
know
him.
what he what?
I
So
know of him. I don't know that
you
I've
know
ever
of
met him.
him. You haven't personally met him. You've seen him around town. Somebody has probably pointed him out to you at some point or another. Um,
I mean,
and he
Okay.
actually, I think he
did he?
interviewed you. You have met him. He interviewed you when you first got to town. There was
Oh,
a
okay.
Okay.
brief story in
Yes.
the paper about the new army man in town. Um,
Okay. So we have spoken at least
yes,
once.
briefly.
Okay.
Probably
Good.
it probably took about 10 or 15 minutes for that interview. Is all.
That's fine.
Um,
Point is, I don't have to. It doesn't need another introduction.
no,
I'll
no,
invite
it
him to
doesn't.
join us then if he
Oh
wants
yeah,
to.
he comes and sits down. And he opens up his notepad, and
Oh, do you know Miss Blackwell?
I do not, Miss Blackwell.
Oh,
Luther Cunningham. I'm the editor of the Gazette.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too. I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes, if I may. We'd like to put a little.
Me?
Are you planning on staying for very long? Blackwell.
Yeah.
Why do I know that name? I've heard your name before. I can't put it. I'm not sure why, but I would love to interview you for the paper. Next week we can have a small um, article about you. If you are you staying or are you just well, I don't know where you'd be going if you were passing through.
No, I'm staying with these guys.
Oh, oh, I see.
We're
Um,
traveling together.
Interesting. Miss Trudy told me he turns towards Jimenez and kind of Shaeder a little bit. He probably knows that the three of you have spent time together. Um, Cunningham seems to know everything that's really going on in town. It seems like, and he says, "I understand." Miss Trudy told me that Miss Eldridge had died.
Yes.
Where? Where did this
that's
happen?
unfortunate but true.
Um. Yeah, I'll tell him where. I can't remember
Where
exactly yet,
ish? Black
but
Hills outside of Olympia. There's probably
yeah.
enough information for him. He's jotting this information down, getting the time, the day that it happened, or the date that it happened. What was this expedition about?
That I do not know.
He kind of looks towards you, Shader, because the two of you did come back into town together.
Yeah. It was a treasure hunt, actually. Search for a lost Spanish expedition.
Okay,
That's right.
he would love details on that. If you think your character remembers the names of the gentleman who was behind the expedition, any details you can give him,
No,
he would take.
Doctor
I'm
If
gonna
McGrath was the doctor.
Dr.
I know
McGrath,
I'm
that.
okay.
yeah, I'm gonna be a little.
From
I'm gonna
oh,
be a little circular about that, as in I don't remember all the details, but it had to
Hmm
do with a gentleman name of McGriff, something like that.
Yeah.
Graff, something.
Actually, no.
I,
This is how I'm going to handle this one.
Well,
I'm
hold
going
on.
to tell him Dr.
Let
McGrath.
Kevin go
Yeah, yeah.
first. Hold
Okay.
on a sec, and then you can tell
that,
me what you tell him as well. And the two of you talk together and interrupt each other.
yeah,
But
yeah. And he thought that a Spanish expedition had made its way further west off the coast into California. And as it turns out, he seems to have been correct.
okay, he's writing all this down.
Some artifacts were recovered, including the name board from the ship.
Oh, yep. This is all going in the stuff that he's writing down.
Yeah, it was
And
it was fascinating.
there was a cave in or something.
Indeed, yes.
And Miss Eldridge was killed by someone, is what Miss Trudy told me.
There, when you're dealing with these sorts of things, it's often the case that there are people who are greedy and violent,
Oh,
as I'm sure you
oh,
can imagine.
that's terrible.
And yes, Miss Eldridge was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh dear. I'm terribly sorry. Terribly sorry. I know the three of you knew each other.
It was, we did, yes. And it was wiser in the end to bury her where she fell, and then the cave took the rest.
Oh, oh,
So there'll be no going back at this point.
okay. Uh, that's pretty close to truth.
Yeah, it's mostly true. I'm just leaving out some details,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
like the fact that they were afraid of robbers.
They were, yeah, yeah.
The fact that artifacts were recovered.
Yep.
Yeah, I've it's the story is mostly true.
Does Jimenez add anything to this?
He'll tell him about Dr. McGrath and even give him Dr. McGrath's address because I have it that Dr. McGrath gave him his
That's
address.
right. He gave all you guys like his card back in,
Yeah, I was
back
leaving
in.
his direct name out of it, but
Back,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's his Providence ad. No, he gave you. Did he give you both, or did he give you his
He gave
Providence
the
ad?
road, Providence, yeah, Providence, Rhode Island.
Okay, but he's in
But
Olympia right
yeah,
now. Is what
okay.
Cunningham says, right?
As far as we know, yeah, as
Okay.
far as I know.
Yeah, he's writing all this down. He also wants to interview you, Miss Blackwood. If you don't
Hmm.
mind, if you have the time.
No, I have all the time in the world.
Oh, okay. So he's trying to find out where you're from, your age, obviously, what are your plans in Salt Marsh, and all this other stuff. And it's just a basic interview about who you are and why you're here. So in general, just
Where
what do you
am I
want?
from?
You're from Lowell, Massachusetts.
Lowell, thank you.
I remember that
I didn't remember that.
because Miss Hurst is from there too.
Um, oh, that's right.
Hmm.
So then I tell him all that. I'm from Lowell. I'm 27. Um, I met up with the group. Uh, what town were we in before?
Olympia.
Olympia. I met up with the group in Olympia. Kind of gloss over the expedition and stuff.
But you do note that you were part of the expedition?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, and then after all that was over, I decided to stay with the group, and now I'm here.
Ah. Do you go into any of your outside of your like life and lore? Do you go into any details on what you're doing now as far as profession?
As far as profession,
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay, so you're telling
kind of
about
gloss
your
over the fact that
writing.
I write and stuff, but I don't like to draw too much attention to it.
He was okay. Now, do you write under your own name or a pseudonym? Probably a male pseudonym
or initials.
or initials. J Blackwood or Jack Blackwood, or do you use Jacqueline
Or
Blackwood?
what's your middle name?
I didn't
Probably
I
doesn't
didn't give
have
myself
one.
one.
Yeah.
Good time to think of a middle name.
Yeah.
Just
J
Jay
something.
Blackwood.
J
J
Black.
something Blackwood
Okay.
sounds good.
He goes, J Blackwood.
Hmm.
Um, did you write The Beast Under the Bed? Or
Oh,
give me,
so yeah,
give me.
that was me.
I've read you. You're very good. He's jotting
Is
this
that
Thank you.
down.
Is that a work of fiction?
I would hope so. Many children died in that story.
Uh,
Yeah.
At least they were said to have died.
Wait, I believe I read that at some point too. Well, if it was a work of fiction like that, I
Are you
probably read it at some point.
are you here? That's fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are
Yeah.
you
No,
researching?
I actually I had no idea that was you. That was really well done. Woo.
Thank you.
Yeah, the only conversations you've had about your writing have been with Hurst and Eldridge up to this date.
Yeah.
Nobody else in the
Hmm.
So
group.
I'll insert that and then go back to my coffee, like to the
Yeah,
title. This
you're
time of
still
interview,
looking
like
at the paper.
yeah, like
Okay,
that was I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. I didn't know that was you
that's the
actually.
best title I could think of off the top of my head. Sorry, Lillian.
You're
Um,
good. I should have given myself titles that I've written. So
you
Yeah.
still can. You can still just get a list of like, here's the dime novels I've written. They're
that's
doing
true.
pretty well with Jay. Okay, yeah, he's writing this down, all this down. He seems actually quite
Hmm.
excited. He says we've had a couple of writers here before, and are you doing research for another novel? Or sorry, for another? Yeah, he
Uh,
would say novel,
Yeah.
even though dime novels aren't
I am.
really
Yeah.
novels. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
any
term novel is appropriate though.
any
Describe a work of fiction.
right? Any clues as to what you might be writing about? Could give something to my readers that I'm sure there's others in town who have read. There might even be some copies of some of your works in Jeff Cott's store. And he kind of gestures out the front windows to the general store across the street.
Um.
You don't have to tell me. I understand that writers like to keep these things close to the chest. If you're not comfortable with telling me, then don't. I would.
Yeah. I'd like to keep it a surprise
That's
for
all
you
right.
guys, but I
That's
am working on
quite all right.
something.
Well, I'm terribly sorry about Miss Eldridge. You all seem to have known her, and she seemed a decent sort. I didn't really get to know her terribly well, and I regret that now. Um, thank you so much. Got plenty for next week's paper now. That's for sure. Blackwood. Thank you very much. He stands up. He shakes each of your hands, gets his hat, and heads back out. Yeah. Okay, there's Cunningham. That probably took about an hour total. Still no sign of Ozuye Shappa. You have not seen him so far
I'm.
today. This has happened to you before,
Oh,
Jimenez.
wasn't Shaeder going up to check on him though?
Then Cunningham showed up.
What time is it by now?
It's probably
Okay.
9:30
Okay.
in the
If
I
he
morning.
just
hasn't
didn't know
come
if he
down by
wanted to.
about if he hasn't come down by about 10, I'm gonna go up and check for him.
Okay, so you guys kind of hang out for another half an hour. No sign of Ozuye Shappa. Um, you can easily find out what room he's in from either the bartender or one of the boys who are taking luggage and stuff, and go up and give him a little tap tap if you want, or however you want to open his to knock on his door.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
Not softly.
Softly, and Shoppa, make a con check or a listen check. I'll take whichever's better.
Yeah. In other words, if he's still asleep, I'm not gonna wake him up. If
Okay,
he's actually still,
that's
so
why
I'm
he gets
knocking softly. If he's awake, I'll tell him what time it is. If he's asleep, I'm just gonna
Nope.
quietly close the door again.
no
But
Nope.
that say it was
80. Yeah, okay, 86.
okay.
You knock
Oh,
quietly. There's no
ah,
answer.
Can I open the door quietly? I'll just
Shoppa,
crack
do
it
you
open.
lock your door at night?
Yeah.
Okay, you try
He's not
the
trying
know
to
how
handle.
to
fight people.
You try the handle,
Yeah.
and it doesn't move. You know what I mean? Like the handle turns, but the door's obviously locked. And you know the way the keyholes a lot of times are set up, they don't lock the handle. They're like a bolt.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's locked.
Um. Yeah. All right. You know what? There's no. If it's locked from the inside, he's probably still inside.
That's yeah, it's your best guess.
So I'll let it be for a bit then. If he's still asleep, he's still asleep.
Aaron, you might have a bad connection with your camera.
Yeah,
Every
it
Okay.
once in a
flickers every
while,
once in a
it
while.
flickers.
I saw
Just okay,
I
just
saw
letting you know in
something,
case you
but
didn't know. I don't honestly care either way. You
maybe
know,
I'm bumping the cord or something with my feet too. I
no, it
don't
was
know.
happening when
It
you
was
weren't
doing
there.
it when you were gone as
Yeah,
well.
when you left the room, it
Oh,
just did
okay.
it right there.
Yeah, I
Uh,
just saw it.
it's kind of getting more prevalent. So okay, so Shader, you're not going to stay. You're going to go ahead and head back downstairs
No,
and wait.
I'm gonna go back down into the others.
Okay.
I think Ozuye Shop is still sleeping. To be honest.
hmm
His door is still locked as it was the previous night, so I'm guessing he's still asleep.
Okay.
It was a very long night. Unless there's something that
True.
needs to be done at once, may as well let him sleep until he feels the need to wake.
You heard him sleeping?
No, but the door was locked as he'd left it last night.
Okay.
So, given it was locked from the inside, I doubt that there's anything other than he's asleep.
All right.
If he's not down by noon, perhaps we'll take it upon ourselves to wake him.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Cunningham comes back and comes over to your table again, and he says, "I'm so sorry. And all the confusion, meeting Miss Blackwood, everything else, I forgot the actual reason. Failed to start camera. Don't
You may need to click off and back on again.
try again.
There
Oh,
it
no.
goes.
All right. Yeah, we'll try that.
So sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you
No, it's fine.
again. I had come in originally before Miss Trudy came to me. Boom, and he's gone. Before Miss Trudy came to me, and the reason I was here initially was to see what I mean. I've already found out kind of where you
Yeah.
all went. Um, Wait, he did find out where you kind of went, but I'll find it. According to Marshall Dodd, Miss Eldridge was trying to find Hutton, and I was curious if you found anything out about him. He left so abruptly.
Right.
No, nothing.
We searched for him, but we were unable to locate him.
Well, shoot. Uh, Very well. Thank you, Mr. Lieutenant Shaeder. He kind of nods to
I
the
did
other
learn.
two of you.
I did learn one thing.
Oh, I'll take anything.
He,
I'm
in,
very curious about him.
well, he sold his rifle. In what town were we in?
That was
I
in
bought the rifle
Seattle.
he was done.
That was in Seattle
He
when he sold
sold
his
his-
rifle.
He sold his rifle in Seattle.
Hmm.
I spoke with a dealer in secondhand goods there who recognized him. Or whatever that's worth.
Yes. I guess I'll have to wait and see if he writes. Um,
Hmm.
He left so
And
abruptly.
I thought he had. I thought he'd taken enough money with him that he wouldn't need to sell things to pay his transport costs.
I do not have that information. We know that he
No,
emptied his
neither
bank
do I.
account, but
That's my point.
I
But I
didn't.
assumed he had enough money, so I can't imagine why he sold the rifle. I don't think he needed additional money,
Yeah,
but he did.
I don't know.
Perhaps he
I was just
simply didn't want it anymore.
I was hoping to find out what had happened to him.
So were we.
I've become rather close with Hutton, and oh my God, that's way
I
worse.
don't think this is working.
Um, Very well. Thank you, Lieutenant. And then he takes his leave
Absolutely.
again. Obviously not. He seems rather. He's disappointed that you didn't have anything more about him. Obviously. All right, Ozuye Shappa stumbles down around noon, famished. Still looks pretty tight. Yeah, stretching. Just kind of. Um, you see your other companions. There are more people around lunchtime in the place, and you see them sitting at a table. There are newspapers on the table with them, and right now probably some drinks that are probably have been nursed for quite a while, and are just
Okay.
there for the comfort as well as anything else. And you can join the three of them if you wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll pull out a chair and sit.
Well, there you are.
I will say the white man makes a good bed.
Yeah, we do a few things right.
Two
It's been a long time.
things.
Hmm.
Beds and
Yeah,
brothels.
Well, listen, there's two of us who
You
both
might-
slept in beds out on the ground, and I think we both agree which one is better.
Yeah. You might want to be careful. Cunningham is about and asking questions.
Shopper, you
So,
have no
you
idea
might-
who that is.
It's
He is the newspaper man here in town.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to know about Miss Eldridge.
Okay.
I told her that we'd ran into some difficulties with greedy men and she died by violence.
Yes. So
That's sufficient.
he's looking for me.
No.
No,
Oh.
well, maybe. I'm just letting you know he might want to ask you questions later. Yeah.
Oh, very very well.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do basically is tell him essentially the same story I told.
Yeah, you
what's
can do
his
that.
face?
Basically, that.
So that
yeah.
way, this is called getting your story.
Everybody's on the same page about what actually happened. Hey!
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal.
I found a port that would work.
Hooray. Okay. I like faces. I like faces of my players. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm assuming, Ozuye Shappa, you get some lunch.
Yeah.
It's fried fish, fried potatoes. It's quick and easy food, pretty much. The other three of you can eat as well. While let me give everybody but Miss Blackwood a spot hidden for me while you're sitting there eating.
Okay.
Because she won't know the meaning of what she would have seen, and there's a lot of people out there that.
Oh, no,
She's
I
not
think I
going
failed
to.
that.
Did
No.
everybody fail?
Success for me.
Hooray,
Success for
Shaeder!
me.
You spot another familiar face outside. It's a
I guess I'm
man.
facing in the right direction.
You are correct. That's right. Ozuye Shappa's got his back to the windows, to the glass. He still looks half awake. As he, are you drinking anything? Do you drink alcohol, Ozuye Shappa?
Does not drink alcohol.
Milk,
Coffee.
coffee, milk.
He'd probably have coffee.
Yeah. Okay. So he's definitely has coffee. Um,
Yep.
let's see who you see real quick. Miss Blackwood, you would not recognize this person, so that's why you didn't get a roll. It's just another person in town. Well, shit. Here we go. This is the one I want. Here's who you see, Shaeder. You remember this fellow from the infirmary. Little fella with blonde hair. Talked to you a little bit at the infirmary about what they were doing, not a whole lot. You remember him when he was there. There was a bigger lady who was about man height. The Mexican or Hispanic looking lady, Latino, was what we'd say nowadays. Darker skinned, pretty. And then there was the big guy, big white guy, like a brute. Those are the three that you remember meeting when you were out there at the infirmary that one time a couple weeks ago.
Do I remember this man's name?
No, I don't know. Do you remember? Give me an intelligence check to see if you can remember his name. Yes, how about that? And
It's been quite some time.
it has been a couple weeks. Yes. So, and in the game, it's been a couple weeks, and a lot of shit has happened. How'd you do?
No, I do not.
You don't remember his name. Did I put that in NPCs? I put that in the right place this time, didn't I? For a change.
Yeah, you put it in
Hooray.
NPCs. It took me a bit.
He's
took me
got-
a bit to find it.
he's
I was
got
looking
blonde-
everywhere else but NPCs.
Yeah, he's got blonde hair. He's a little shorter. He's got a wheelbarrow, and it looks like he's filling it. He's putting a couple bags of flour in there. There's some cans that are like big cans, probably lard to cook with. It looks
Okay.
like he's purchasing supplies from the grocery store or the general store, bringing them out, putting them in this wheelbarrow to take. You're guessing to take back up to the infirmary.
Well, even if they weren't holding people prisoner somewhere secret, they'd still need supplies.
Right, and they're feeding their patients and everything else. But you're seeing him
So-
buying supplies is what it looks like, and you recognize him from the infirmary. That's why this makes sense.
Okay, now here's the thing. I don't know how often he buys. I also don't know a whole lot about what the quartermaster does. Let's take a guess here.
The quartermaster.
Well, yeah.
Owner of the
This would
general
be-
store.
No. Quartermaster is the military term for the person responsible for supplying the army.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's the guy whose
No, I
job is
gotcha.
to make sure that like we have enough food,
Right.
we have enough
Mhm.
bullets,
Right.
we have enough boots,
No, I
we
gotcha.
have enough stationery, all the
Yeah.
shit you need.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is that's not my job normally, but my question is, can I guess how many people for how long he's buying for? In other words, it's just like month's food for 100 people,
No.
2 days' food for 10 people.
You could make a best guess, and the fact that,
That yeah,
and it's also, it looks like most of the supplies he's putting in this thing are non-perishables.
yeah.
Flour, sugar, lard in cans, that kind of thing. So this kind of
Lard.
stuff he could be stocking up for winter, for all you know. He's got
Okay, so
two
this could be
he's got two like 20-pound bags of flour and two like 2-pound cans of lard, it looks like. He's put in some sugar. You don't know if he has other stuff in there before you saw him or not. It's just
yeah.
an open wheelbarrow that's down. That's on like the. It's on like the porch in front of the
Right.
general store. This. Oh, pardon me. This is a very small town. People probably could bring their groceries out, leave it in a wagon, and nobody's going to take it.
Yeah, no surprise. Is he
Um,
buying like meat or anything else?
it, you don't see anything like that yet. He is going. He does go back into the store.
I'll watch what he's doing and see if I can estimate
Okay.
how much he has for how. In other words,
Everybody
how many
else.
people would be fed for how long.
Everybody else can make a spot hidden to see if you notice Shader's paying particular attention to something outside the window. Oh, and by the
Actually, I'll
way,
point it. I'll
No,
point it out at
no.
one point.
oh, okay.
I'll actually point. No, I'll actually point
So
it out at one
it's
point.
Fernando doesn't
Go
notice
okay.
until you say, "Hey, isn't that guy from the
That-
infirmary or whatever?" I would
That's the
say,
guy from the infirmary, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the guy from the infirmary, isn't it?
like next time he comes out.
Indicating.
If you made your
Well,
spot
I have
hidden,
extreme success.
then you notice Shader's looking at something out there, and you start looking out, and he seems to be really enamored with this wheelbarrow because nobody's
Yeah,
near
and then
him.
I said.
And
That's the
then
guy
if
from
you,
the
and then
infirmary.
like yeah, like 30 seconds later, this other guy comes out of the store, and that's when Shader says, "That's the guy from the infirmary, isn't it?"
'Cause I
Um,
wait till he's visible to the others
right,
before
exactly.
I say
That makes sense. But she noticed you watching before you
Yeah.
mentioned it. That's the only reason for this role is to see what the hell, who notices what. Azuy Shappa, did you make a spot hidden?
I made it.
Okay, so you noticed as well that Shader is paying particular attention to something going on behind you. Um, you all see the guy, blonde hair. I put his picture in NPCs. Short guy. This is the first time you've seen him, Miss Blackwood. You'll recognize him again if you see him again, though. Does not appear to be armed in any way. Doesn't have a rifle. Doesn't have any kind of pistol on his belt or anything like that. Most people don't wear. You haven't seen a lot of people armed in town. You've seen like one or two since you've gotten here, and that's about it. Um, Shoppa, you can look over your shoulder
And
pretty
that's been
easily.
Shader, and that's been Shader
No.
and
Yeah.
Fernando.
Fernando,
And
is he
have
wearing
an-
his guns
and I
in
have-
town right
and
now?
No,
I have
not
an
now.
excuse.
He's
Okay.
not.
I
Not
have a
since he's
legit-
been home and like
I have a
back.
legit excuse anyway.
Right. You're an off. You're in the army.
Yeah, like they go with the
Right.
uniform.
You've got your yeah. So there you go. So there you go, Miss Blackwood. They all three. He points him out to all of you after that. That's one of the guys from the infirmary, basically. This guy brings out some more. He it doesn't look like he's getting any fresh food. Um, this mostly looks like long-term kind of food.
Pantry
Some
staples.
pantry staples.
Yeah.
There's some. He's carries out like a bag that he puts in. He's being very careful with it. You're suspecting it's got some glassware of some kind in it, maybe preserves or something. Seems like it makes like sense. It's an old burlap sack. You've been in the general store, and he's got a bunch of burlap sacks for people who need to borrow them until they can get their stuff home.
Yeah.
And then he goes back in again, and
So
it looks like he's getting enough food to last for a while. He might be stocking. They might be stocking up for the winter already.
a little early for that, but
Or
still.
yeah, it is. It's August. It's late August. Or perhaps yeah, you don't know. You can make your own guesses on
So,
that. But
so
I-
does it look like he has enough for dozens of people, hundreds of people?
dozens at most. Um,
Okay.
you do know they run an infirmary, so there's people that are always there. It seems like with
Yeah.
the sickness, and so that would up them to at least. You guys saw the room. There were 4 beds, so that up to at least 8 people up there
Yeah.
at any one time. That's enough food that he's putting into the wheelbarrow. Probably lasts him a couple months.
Yeah, for 8 people.
And again,
Or
you don't know
less
how
if
often he
he's
comes
feeding
in.
more.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And you don't know how often he's coming into town.
That's the other thing is I don't. Yeah, I don't know whether he does. Well, if I knew how often he bought, I'd have a better sense of how much he needs, who he's feeding.
Right, exactly. So he loads it up over the next 15 minutes.
Okay.
Comes out with a piece of licorice sticking out of his mouth. Obviously made a stop at the candy jars at the front of the store. Carefully,
I know
like
it's. I know it's black
Yeah,
licorice,
yeah,
so
it's
it's
black
yeah.
licorice. Kind of eases the wheelbarrow down the two steps to the road, and then turns. Which direction is he going to head? Yeah, he heads to your. It will be as you're looking out. He's heading to your left, which would be towards the north. Um,
So is he going toward the infirmary? Is
yes, yeah, he's
that
heading
how
up
you
the
get there?
street in that general direction. He'd have to get on the road by the river, and then get off the road at a certain point to the other trail that leads all the way up to the infirmary.
Okay. I'm gonna actually once he's gone a little ways, I'm gonna say, "Excuse me a moment,"
Okay, yeah.
and I'm gonna step out of the tavern,
You can see him up the
and
street.
yeah, I don't want to. I want to be let him go far enough that I don't. He doesn't really see.
Right,
Hasn't even a
right.
chance
He's
to see me.
almost all the way up the street. Up the street, it turns left and right. He takes a right, which does put him on the trail that's going to go up by the Kingfisher River.
Okay, so he's probably heading for the infirmary with his wheelbarrow.
Best guess, yeah.
He's going.
He's going in
He's
that
going in the right
direction.
direction.
That's the way you guys went up yesterday. You went up that road to a point where you can cross the Kingfisher River, and then
Yeah.
on the other side, you follow a trail through the freshwater swamp that takes you to the infirmary.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the general store.
Okay. Mr. Jeff
I'm gonna.
Kotz has got a newspaper you don't recognize, and the date at the top says 23rd. That was last week's paper. Y'all were out of town for that. Um,
Yeah.
Adam strikes question mark is a big story there. You notice because it kind of jumps out at you. And Jeff Kotz like,
Yeah.
"Hello, Lieutenant. What you need?"
How you doing? I just saw that fellow from the infirmary head out, and you know what
Oh
occurred
yeah.
to me?
I'm sorry. What?
You know what occurred to me when I saw him leave?
Oh, what? What did occur to you?
A stick of candy would taste real good right about now.
He kind of points. He's got a row of those
I
glass cases, or the glass
Yeah,
jars with the
yeah,
big opening on the front. You can stick your hand in. There's all kinds of different candy there.
yeah.
Sugary. There's licorice. You saw him
I saw
walk
him
out with.
walk out with one,
Yeah,
and I was like,
he's just
"That
chewing.
sounds good right about now."
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
plenty.
yeah, and I wanted one. So
Yeah, there's
what
all
I'm gonna do is I'm
kinds,
gonna
dude. There's like hard rock candy, licorice whips. There's I don't even know what all kinds of candy they had back then, but it's all sweet, sticky, delicious.
I'm gonna get some because that
Yeah,
that part's legit,
you get a
and
bag
I'm
for a
also gonna.
penny. It's not a problem.
Yeah, in fact, I'll get two or three bags.
Oh yeah, or you can just
Also,
yeah,
I'll.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did they have last? Is that I'm gonna ask him? Is that last week's newspaper?
He says, "Yeah,
Oh, you still got a copy? I missed it last week.
here you can take this one." It's a little
Oh,
ragged. Obviously, he's been reading it, that kind of thing.
that's fine if he's done with it. That's
It looks
I
like
didn't
he
get a
is.
chance. I
Yeah.
missed it. I was out of town. Say, that fellow, the fellow from the infirmary. That was him, right?
Oh yeah,
I recall his
Drumcott.
name.
No, what the hell's his
Uh,
name? Jeff?
I don't
No,
remember.
Sam something. Sam. I'm gonna have to look it up now. Yeah, no, Dunchit, Drumcott. I don't know where I got that from. Sam Dunchit.
Hmm. He's down what every week?
No, no, no. He comes down about once a month.
Okay.
I guess they haven't been there for too long.
I don't know. I've been
I
out of
don't.
town for a couple of weeks.
Oh, that's true. I don't keep track too much, but he tends to load up. Uh, Tries to keep from coming in every week. He says
I don't blame him. It's a bit of a walk.
he's up a couple weeks ago and bought some rifles.
Oh,
Got some
well,
Springfields. Apparently they're doing some hunting up there.
hmm,
Fresh meat. It's always nice to put on the table.
it's true. Is the hunting good up there?
I have no idea. I'm not much of a hunter.
Hmm,
Too busy
I
between
don't
the
blame him.
wife and my job and this job. He kind of like points at the counter. Uh,
Yep.
can barely make it to the saloon for a drink once in a while. I get one
Hmm,
night off a week. He starts going on about his card games with the other councilmen. Blah blah blah. He talks to you about 5 minutes about
that's fine. I'm
his
happy
life.
to
That's
talk
all.
about stuff for a
Yeah,
bit,
he just
and then
chats
I'll
it up
head
with
back
you.
out. Yeah.
Yep.
So I learned something else important, as it turns out. The guys up at the infirmary are now better armed, and I'll
Yep.
bring that news back to the others.
When you bring that news back, Ozuye Shappa can tell you that he remembers that guy because a few weeks ago when he was here in town for the whole day, he saw that guy buying some guns. He didn't know how
Mm.
many. He doesn't know what kind. They were wrapped in paper.
Well, a couple of Springfield rifles, apparently.
Mm.
So if they're in the kidnapping business, they're better defended.
Mm.
Sorry, I put
Uh,
words in your mouth, Azuya Shappa, but I wasn't sure you'd remember because it was
Yeah, yeah.
passing
No,
on the street.
it sounded familiar.
Yeah.
I was
Anybody
like,
hear about this Adam guy? Is this
Oh,
hell is
that kind
this?
of makes you sad, Jimenez. Hutton was always talking
Good.
about Adam.
Yeah, yeah. Say,
Oh, you got the paper. You guys can look at that second the paper. The papers are in order. So the 23rd of August is already in Saltmarsh Gazettes in Discord. It's right before the the August 30th paper. So you've got both those. If you scroll up just a little bit, you should see the 23rd. One of the biggest. I noticed how big the headline was when I was working on it. There we go. Saltmarsh Gazettes. Yeah, Adam strikes. Adam strikes? Question mark. You can have a look at that. In that one, where are my Saltmarsh Gazettes? I print them out on newsprint paper. Ooh. There's an article about Hutton leaving town without saying anything. About you guys taking Maggie's boat off somewhere. They didn't know
okay.
where at the time. Now he knows you guys went to Seattle. He probably would have asked you guys. We're gonna retro in. He asked where you went when you were with Maggie. Blah blah blah. Oh, we went to Seattle and then down to Olympia or whatever. So he would have gotten that information. There's an article about the smugglers, Kevin, that Lieutenant Shaeder helped to take. Um, Probably got his information from the customs men because you weren't here. Because right after that, you guys left. There is
Yeah, but they
something.
knew.
There's something about chanting from the Quaalude village. Uh,
I noticed that.
uh, another Nez Pierce article. Is the paper's been following the Nez Pierce war pretty closely, and then that one that you noticed because the headline is so big. Adam strikes? Question mark. Lily, Lillian, Lieutenant Shader just came back with a newspaper from last week that he's looking at. And you can, if you wish
Mhm.
to look over the front page, it is above the one for the 30th. If you scroll up
As I'll
just a little
share it
bit,
when I'm done reading it.
yeah, if you have an interest in it. And he just asked
Okie
everybody
dokie.
about Adam, and I don't know what did Jimenez say about Adam.
yes. Hutton was looking into that. I thought, and but also he seems to come about this town quite often, according to some.
Who is he?
Uh, it's I think more of a creature. Leaves big footprints behind. Is that? Am I right on
Yeah,
that?
yes,
Essentially,
yes,
yeah.
yep. Azuya Shappa, Chie Tanka, also leaves
yeah,
very large footprints.
Yeah.
it's moving
But
in C.
I think did uh did Hutton ever refer to him as Sasquatch? I thought he did.
I
I don't
believe
know
he did,
whether.
didn't he, Sean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have mentioned it's like there's legends of a creature known as the Sasquatch among the natives.
With big feet, hairy, smelly.
Yeah,
Um, so he actually, I'm guessing Hutton talked about him quite a bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like just in
Like it,
passing, like man, could
or
he be
if
around
someone got
here?
him if someone got him started, he'd just go on and on and on about
Probably
him.
anytime there was an
I don't know.
article about Adam in the paper, Hutton is the one who wrote it, and he'd
Like,
be like, "Yeah, this
yeah. He
is
started.
weird," that kind of thing. And
Yeah,
remember,
'cause he
over the
started
summer,
investigating him.
yeah, you guys were here over the summer. I didn't do articles
Yeah,
for every week, but Adam was probably showing up every week, every other week, very frequently over the summer months. Always stealing like spices out of people's kitchens, cookbooks, certain like vegetables and stuff. Sometimes like spatulas or different cooking equipment. It seems like that's what usually was being taken, or at least what people were reporting as having been taken. It was really weird. But there was always big footprints outside the houses. Usually,
yeah.
it is obviously a big thing. So this whole conversation is going around you, Miss Blackwood, about what this Adam thing is too. Um, yeah, you guys can take a couple minutes and look over that newspaper page if you would like. Um, I think I got a pretty accurate article about the smuggler's ship. Uh, oh, you
That
do
looked
learn
good.
that, Lieutenant Shaeder, when you read that article. It looks like the captain escaped from jail up there in Burl
I,
as well.
I kind of expected that.
Yeah. So,
I mean, we sort of saw that one coming.
his crew
So
didn't
I'm not.
apparently. At least there's no mention of it. And you're guessing that this doesn't get like top a page billing because it took place in another town, as opposed to actually
Yeah,
taking place in Saltmarsh. Even though you guys were involved and you're the local customs people.
yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. So there's and then there's King's Ice House down at the bottom there. There's an advertisement.
Is that a place we've been?
Um, you know there's an ice house in town. You've seen the Iceman
Yeah.
come around. He's got long, stringy hair, long nose, wears glasses, brings the ice in, mumbles a lot. Because you've seen, actually, you've probably caught a glimpse of him through the kitchen door when he does come in for with ice for the ice boxes here in the hotel. He seems very grumpy. And you've probably seen around town. He's got one of those ice wagons. And you're guessing there must be an ice house somewhere. They probably cut it off the Kingfisher River in the during the winter because
Yeah,
everybody needs ice. Keeps things cold.
yeah. Well,
Where
ice
are you gonna
ice
get
has been
ice
true
cream?
for a long time.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Um,
Fun fact: the oldest ice house we know of dates back to about 1750 BC.
BC. Okay. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. The king in the Mesopotamia called Zaralim, who had at least three ice houses.
Okay. Well, hey, this guy's name is King. He would appreciate that information.
Yeah,
You're not sure what his first
probably.
name
Yeah.
is. Oh, Bryce King. Yeah, it's got his name on there. Bryce
No.
King,
Yeah,
proprietor.
that's his name. Yeah, this guy was a king. Not no, his name wasn't king. He was a king.
So is this
So
guy. He says,
that part of that at that age, you're the only guy who gets ice is the king.
it's my ice. You're just borrowing it.
And, yep, the king and people who he approves of,
Anyway,
and
okay.
nobody else.
So I kind of tried to shut up and let you guys read this if you wanted to. Any input on anything to add about the other paper, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Say no.
typo.
Damn it, where? Let me see if you found the same one that I've already
Uh,
been told.
it was on the very bottom, where Adam strikes.
Yes, I know. There's a typo, but these things happen. You got a newspaper, only two people are working there. It's some things slip by. It
Yep.
was
They're
it was
stressed because Hutton's
intentional.
gone.
They probably
Yeah.
are. Cunningham's crying into his liquor every night. I have no one to drink with. Uh, hey, he and Hutton were pretty close there towards the end, right
Yeah.
before it all went
Well,
horribly,
especially
horribly
after
wrong.
after all that shit went down. Yeah. They're really close.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay, yeah. Anything the four of you wish to discuss about this? Actually, Ozuye Shappa has not looked at the papers at all.
Yep.
Well, they're being passed around, so if he wants one, he can take it.
Well, how does he respond to that when someone like either holds one towards you or puts it in front of you, Ozuye Shappa? How do you respond? Or do you
I
respond
would
at all?
I would grab it. I would grab it and like uh, reach it over to the
So-
next person.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
And if they don't take it, just put it down on the table.
Yeah, there you go. That's he doesn't really look at it.
Yep,
That-
that's his choice. If he doesn't want to read it, I know the real reason. But anyway,
That's fair.
I'm guessing
I
at this point. I'm
think it's
guessing the
been
reason.
hinted. To say, I think it's been
And I'm
hinted
not.
at before. I
Yeah,
don't know if
I'm,
it's been said in character. So
yeah. At this point, I think I'm guessing the reason, but I'm not saying anything, and I don't care.
That's fine. Okay, what do y'all want to do? It's weather. Weather
oh
check.
yeah,
Weather check. Let's see if
it's
there's a
rain.
tornado.
Yeah,
It's
son of
still
a-
windy. It's been windy since you got back. It is, and it does start lightly raining afternoon, as you guys are reading the papers. So the wind is blowing the rain, so it's like a blowing rain. So it's kind of nasty. Um, yeah.
Do we want to rest up during the day and maybe try to check out the place at night? Um, do we
Um,
want
well,
to
we
try
saw.
to sneak into the parsonage?
I don't want to, but I think we need to.
Thinking it could be a good idea.
Yeah, I just don't know when is best to do such a thing. It
From what
seems that they go out in the daytime,
Although,
and others go out in the evening.
there was more people walking back and forth to the parsonage at night. You do remember that.
yeah, actually,
So
maybe it would be best to go now.
It's
In all
about
honesty,
maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon, ish,
or
somewhere around there.
maybe tomorrow, um, after breakfast, since they seem to
That could be
be
good.
in the daytime.
yes, since they seem to have the most activity at night. If we want to sneak in, the best time to do so would be during the day, right?
It makes sense.
Is there anything else you want to do today? Is there anyone you want to try to see in town? Is there any questions you want to ask of the people in town? Even just general stuff. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Or,
Um, yeah, yeah, I say. That I know I don't really have any questions, but I know I could answer some questions if other people that are new to town have them.
you could tell them some about this town if you want, right now, Jimenez. Just briefly. Miss Blackwood, make me a luck
like in
check.
general.
Or
Okay.
what?
A luck check,
A luck
please.
check.
Luck?
hmm
Dang it.
Is that dang it a fail? Or is it just having trouble pushing buttons?
Fuck.
99. You know what, Jimenez? And I'm going to say, Miss Blackwood, you've noticed this morning. No, the three men could give me a. We'll do a spot hidden, but give yourself a bonus die. And then I'm going to tell Miss Blackwood what she noticed in the mirror this morning, and then and then the three of you have those who make this spot hidden notice this as well.
Oh, damn.
That's a fail, but bonus die. Hold on.
Okay.
I
No,
failed.
Ozuye Shappa is not
both,
surprising
so
at all.
No,
I
I did.
succeed.
I
With the
did.
bonus die, I succeed.
The other two of you.
Yeah, I had a 24 and a 54, so yes, I did make it.
Oh, you did make it. Okay, okay. Man,
I had a 96 and a 76.
Miss
So my
Blackwood,
76 is still a fail.
her hair is looking kind of shaggy. Miss Blackwood, when you looked in the mirror this morning, you realized you could really use a haircut. Um, it's it's gotten longer than you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? You're having difficulty managing it on a daily basis, and it could stand to be cut a little bit. You got it pulled in a bun, but it's still, you know how sometimes some stuff sticks out, that kind of thing. So you're having some difficulty managing. It's just gotten too long. It's probably going halfway down your back right now. Is how long it's gotten. It's the last time you got last time you got your haircut might have been back in Lowell.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's just getting so long.
Hey guys, is there anywhere like I could get a haircut maybe?
No, I'm not certain.
Well, uh, I do believe Miss Trudy has people that could cut your hair. Am I right?
You don't know that. If they
wait,
if they
no,
do
no,
get their
no, no,
haircuts,
no.
you don't know.
No. There was there was someone was mentioned in one of the papers a while back.
Well, you know the mayor has a barbershop down the street. He's a
Right.
man though, cuts men's hair.
Right, but I remember specifically like something in the newspaper about some lady cutting hair.
There's
Oh,
Rosalie.
wait, no. She's the gossip. She's the gossip in town. She was having all that
Close.
stuff with
Close. You're very close.
Okay.
Not the gossip.
Okay.
The other lady that was talking with her with the gossip and Ms. Eldridge.
Oh no. Okay, so it was the lady they were trying to recruit.
You never
what it
got her
was.
name. I don't
No.
believe.
Mm-mm.
But Miss Eldridge
Wait.
did. Miss Eldridge might have mentioned it in Pat. Give me an intelligence check. No, you know what? Screw it. Miss Eldridge mentioned. Miss Eldridge used to talk about things that were happening to her. Rosalie
Right.
Parlow cuts hair for women in town.
Okay.
You think that she's got a shop up by the bridge.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we'll refer that information. Like that name did sound familiar, but yeah, I know I was that.
Yeah, so he refers you to Rosalie Parlow, who's got a shop. He thinks she's got a barber shop up on the other side of the bridge, not far from the laundry, the Chinese laundry that's there by the river.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Well, I think I'm gonna. If we're gonna, you said we're gonna sneak into the place tomorrow.
Pretty much the plan.
Yes, that sounds.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. I think I'm gonna go get my hair taken care of in the meantime.
Very well. Actually, yeah. I
Yeah.
probably have to stand to get a shave. In all honesty, I've been gone for several weeks. I haven't got my mustache trimmed up since then. That's probably looking all shaggy as hell.
You usually go to Henderson Gray down
Yeah.
his barbershop's down at the end of Main Street where it turns, not too
Right.
far from Fisk's Haberdashery. Um, so
I
yeah,
got it.
you can go down there if you
I
want to
got
get
a
a
full
shave and a
mustache by now.
yeah,
I got a full mustache by
you can
now. I
trim
gotta
it.
get it.
Yeah.
I gotta get it
So you go in
pencil
him.
thin again.
Miss Blackwood is going to go and get her hair cut from Miss Rosalie Parlow. What about Shaeder and Shappa? What do you guys want to do today,
Uh,
if anything? And smoke some opium and hang out is as legitimate a thing to do today as anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
Ozuye won't be smoking opium, but
he'll just be getting a second hand buzz. Hey, let's go up to your room, Shaeder, and we can hotbox it.
well, I am gonna smoke
I
up a
like that
bit
term.
and relax today. But there
Okay.
is one thing I am going to do.
Okay.
Might be important. I'm going to seek out the Dreamlands and see if I can find Bridget.
Okay.
Are you gonna use the opium to get to the Dreamlands?
I frequently do.
He doesn't need to.
Okay.
I don't need to
Oh, he
anymore,
doesn't
but I
need to.
Yeah,
frequently
he could
do
get
anyway.
straight there. He
Okay.
did at first. You've used up. Have you used up all that good opium? The stuff that got you there the first time. There's a question. Have you got any of that stuck tucked away somewhere? You don't need it.
If I've been able to access the Dreamlands without it, I've saved that in case I need to
Okay.
access the Dreamlands quickly.
Jot that somewhere. And
Yep.
we're gonna say that. Yeah, call it dream opium. You got enough. A couple people could probably toke up nicely on that, and that takes you.
Yeah.
It's like an express lane. As you don't have to go looking for the
Yeah.
steps down, all that shit. It's just a quickie. Okay, so you're gonna head for the Dreamlands. What about Ozuya Shappa?
Yeah. Well, I just have one. I'm going to do just one thing basically.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find Bridget,
Okay.
I want to ask her. She said they bring food every week. I want to ask her what the food is.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do you first. You can find her. She's
Okay.
from what you can get out of her. She sleeps as much as she can. Because
Of
if she's
course.
not sleeping, she's miserable in this place. Um,
Yeah.
they basically bring her. They don't. It's not every week. It's every. She doesn't know how long.
Of course.
Every day, every few hours. She doesn't know. Um,
Well,
it's usually
what
simple.
what is it?
It's like it's like flapjacks. There's usually some. There might be some meat. There might be some kind of vegetables, fruits. Sometimes, sometimes. Not a lot. It's not really. It's enough that they can all have some food, and it seems to be relatively healthy food. It's not flavored. I mean, it's not like there's no syrup for the flapjacks. There's no. There. Everything is very bland. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
sometimes there's meat. Sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's like cheese or butter or something. Bread. A lot of bread. Um,
Okay.
and it's all just kind
It's
of
either
in a
very new cheese or very old butter. Oh,
it's all
sorry.
just kind of been a big bowl that is there. So you can learn
All right.
that, and she's not gone hungry, but she's miserable. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Like
Okay.
they're being
So
fed.
more than I saw him buying. So if he was buying food to take to captives, he wasn't buying it there because I didn't see him
Um,
buying vegetables
it
or
would
meat.
depend on how often he's coming. You're right.
Yeah.
He didn't. You
Well
didn't
then,
see any vegetables or meat or anything fresh there in
well, and
that.
he doesn't come and he doesn't come but once a month.
Hmm.
So if they've got vegetables and meat, they're delivering to those people. They're getting it from somewhere else.
Right. That's a good
Okay,
assumption.
that's basically what I.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to find out.
Okay.
Okay, that's my whole
So you're
operation.
taking a nap that afternoon, basically. Are
Yeah,
you
pretty
just
much.
taking it there in the saloon? Just smoke up, kind of lean back in your chair, and take
No,
a little nap,
no,
or you go?
I've got a room.
Okay, you go up to your room, and take a nap. Okay, Ozuya Shappa, what are
Yeah,
you doing?
why would I not use my room? I
Oh,
pay
I
for
don't
it.
know. You got
Azuye,
Waldorf and
Azuye is
Sanders or
probably
whatever on the front porch laughing at everybody, so maybe you like hanging out with those
Yeah,
guys.
um,
That's totally
yeah, I
how I'm
think
going
I
to make
might,
Azuye
but I'm
would
doing this in my room.
it. Okay.
Azuye would probably just wander about town.
Okay, you're going to wander about town. Hey,
Yeah.
let's see, nobody knows you
Okay,
in town,
I'll be
really.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, okay, we'll deal with that. Okay, okay. Azuye, wander. I can't read my handwriting. I don't know why I write this shit down. Jimenez, you go, and Henderson Grace. I saw in the paper you'd left town. I'm glad you're back. He takes out, he's got the thing that you put around people. He like not mockingly, but
Oh,
like kiddingly, like wipes off the barber chair for you with it, like fancy.
yeah.
And he looks at your mustache
All right. Yeah.
disapprovingly, and then he gets to work. Gives you a shave, gets
Ow!
gets the
No.
mustache, does trims your mustache nicely, gets a little bit of mustache grease, whatever the hell that stuff
Wax.
is called. Is it wax?
Wax.
Get you a
It's
little
wax.
wax just to make
Yep.
it so it's nice and deliciously shiny. Gives you some pomade. Cuts your hair if you want. You probably could stand a haircut at this
Yeah, he
point.
probably needs it.
Give you a
Yeah.
haircut. Give you some pomade so you can slick your hair back and look nice and everything. And trims your eyebrows. Get you just looking spiffy again. It's 2 bits. It's 50 cents or 25 cents,
Yeah.
and so you don't have to worry about that and anything. Fills you in on
Yeah, I
some
got money.
gossip
Right.
about you
Especially
got to
now. Well,
you got to pee. Is that what you said?
yeah.
No. Okay.
No. I said I got money. I said
Oh yeah, yeah,
especially
yeah, yeah.
now.
That's true. You got quite a bit. Gives you some of the local
Yeah.
gossip, which is a lot of stuff that was in the paper. Cunningham really seems to be on top of shit in this town, like weirdly. Like he just is
No,
in
like
everybody's business.
exactly.
But yeah, yeah, you have a really nice haircut. He gets you some toilet water, get you smelling nice and all that stuff, and asks if you need to
Yeah.
have your teeth looked
Toilette.
at. Do you need to have your teeth looked at? Ah,
Uh,
he's also the dentist.
yeah. Probably, but he hasn't been having any problems, so he
Oh,
doesn't see why.
open up, come on. So he forces
Yeah.
you to give you an
Blah.
examination. Yeah, your teeth are fine. He does a little cleaning, gets in there with some of those little picks and picks out some tartar and shit, and just gives you a nice little checkup.
Did they have that stuff then?
Oh God, they've had those fucking that shit forever, dude. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
like he's drilling or
I mean,
anything.
that's true. That's true.
He does have a
I'm
drill.
like, did they?
It's a foot pump. Oh boy.
You know.
No, your teeth look okay. So
You want to feel like something grinding on your teeth. Yeah, and all this done without
I don't know if they had
modern
Novocaine yet or not.
anesthetic.
I have no idea. I'd have to look that one up. Miss Blackwood, you
Mhm.
do find Miss Parlow's hair parlor, or whatever the ladies would call it. Um, let's see. Oh, it's not on this list. I thought sure I put it on. There we go. 54. It's number 54 on the map, which
Mhm.
is in Salt Marsh Maps, I believe. So it's up. So you walk up the street and go across the bridge. There's little shops on the bridge and stalls and stuff. People are selling fruits, vegetables, all kinds of little knick-knacky stuff. And then
Mhm.
as you go up the road, you can see there's a small house, two-story house, and the sign out front says barber in kind of curly, girly writing, or however you want to put that. And when you go in, you see it's a small barber shop in a very nice little room. There's a door. There are two doors that lead off of it. And you're guessing one door. You noticed that there was a back door to this house as you approached it, that had a nice little stone path that came up to the front door. You know what I mean? Like there's a path, a stone path up to the house, and then there's a path that goes around the house to the back door. And you went up to the front door. That has a barber over the sign. And I put a picture of Rosalie
Mhm.
Parlow. She's a pretty young lady with black hair, that she also has kind of pulled up in the back. And and there's actually nobody in the shop. As you go in, the jing jing, there's a jingle of bells. Nobody's in the shop. And a moment later, that one door in the back of the shop opens up, and you can see a very dark room back there. Um, and she actually comes through what looks like some kind of a curtain or something, and then she quickly pulls the
Mhm.
door, which is on this side of the curtain, closed behind her very quickly, like closes it very fast. And she goes, "Hello, can I help you?" And then she looks twice at you as she
Hi.
realizes she doesn't know you. You know what I mean? Like there's maybe 1,000 people
Yeah.
live in this town, and most people know everybody else at least by sight. So she looks just a little confused.
Hi. I was told that you could cut hair.
Oh, yes, yes, I'm a barber. Yes, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Oh, I'm new to town. I came in with Jimenez and everybody.
Oh, I've heard of him. He plays the guitar down at Miss Trudy's. That's what I've heard. You need a haircut. Come in. Here, have a seat. Have a seat. Um, she actually has candy and bonbons for her clientele apparently, and starts to discuss how you want your hair cut, how short do you want it, what kind of a style, all this other stuff. And she obviously knows her business. She knows how to give a woman a haircut. A lot of men don't, at least in this
Mm-hmm.
time period. Um, and a lot of ladies just go to a
In
regular
this time
barber
period
and just
too.
get it or just hack it off, or whatever. But ladies, obviously, and this place is nice. She has some. There are some magazines, probably from back east, that are sitting there. There are a couple of chairs for people to wait if they need to. Right now, nobody's in here, and she sits you down. She's got some magazines to show you with different types of haircut if you want anything else, anything special or anything different from what you've got right now. As she starts to, undo your hair to let it down. And she
Mm-hmm.
seems kind of surprised at how much hair
Combing it,
there is. There's a lot. She's like,
combing it out.
oh my. Yeah, and she's got to comb it out. There's a lot of work going into this. How short do you want? Does Miss Blackwood want her hair? Miss Parlow says I
My
can just trim
estimate's
it.
probably
We
what,
can,
like
or we can get it up shorter for you if you want, or whatever you want to do. She seems very
I probably
nice.
wanted about shoulder length.
Okay, yeah. So a lot shorter than it is right now, because you're kind of whopping off about a foot of hair probably. Because it's been since you were
Yeah.
back east, and it's almost down to like the small of your back. Um, because you've been too busy. You haven't even been able to put aside an hour for a haircut because if you're not writing,
Yeah.
you're researching or you're investigating stories that you've been hearing and stuff like that. And it's just kind of time has flown by the last however many months it's been, 6 or 8 months since you left home, and all of a sudden you realize, wow, how long have I been out here in the West? And this is actually one of the nicer places outside of a big city, outside of San Francisco or Seattle, or you didn't go to one in Olympia, but Olympia wasn't real big. That seems like a nice place for a woman to get a haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So you want it shoulder length?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't really had time to get it cut, so I figure if I get it shorter,
She gets out the
I don't have to
shears.
come back
No.
as often.
Yeah, okay. So she starts getting to work cutting it very carefully. I'm gonna give you a spot hidden, Miss Blackwood. Did you put any points in spot hidden for this
I
character?
did.
Ooh, okay. I couldn't remember. I know your other character can't make a spot hidden to save her poor life.
No, she can't.
And that's
Ooh,
fine.
I
She
got an
didn't need
extreme
points.
Ooh.
success.
Okay. Um, this is interesting. Um, so you're kind of looking around, and she doesn't mind that you're moving your head because right now she's just working on getting rid of some of the the big
She,
pieces that
yeah,
need to go before she starts really working
Yeah.
on everything else. And she's like, do
on
you want
fine
it,
tuning.
do you want it washed? You know, and she's asking you a question about, do you want it washed? Are you interested? She's got various eau de toilette, you
Tonics,
know, various
tonics.
yeah, various tonics, perfumes. Basically, it's perfumes or it's stuff that can be put in here. And so it's a pretty nice little shop. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you're guessing you're going to be paying more
That,
than
as far
25
as I'm
cents for a
concerned, that's all
haircut.
tonics. That's all tonics are is just hair perfume,
Right. Yeah.
or hair
Um,
cologne.
but
So
still, you know, it's nice to smell nice.
yeah,
And while she's doing this, she opens a drawer. She gets out something to show you, or she's actually trying to find some of her finer scissors to when she starts working on that. And you notice there is a
Mm-hmm.
book in there that looks really old and is bound in leather. You don't see any words or anything on it. And she quickly closes the drawer, realizes it's the wrong drawer, and goes over. And then she's getting some finer scissors to put to
shears,
one side. What? Anyway,
shears,
weird. Wait, say that again, Aaron.
shears, shears, not scissors, shears.
Shears, sorry, shears. That's right. Barbers use shears. School children use scissors. Um, and so she gets some finer shears. Thank you, Aaron. I will take the correct terminology every single time. Um, to work on, she's starting with getting rid of most of the mass towards the bottom, and then she's going to work on the haircut towards the top. But you notice this book
Mm-hmm.
that seems out of place, and she did close that drawer really quickly when she realized she was looking in the wrong place, like almost too quickly. You got an extreme success. Yeah, okay. Um, and then
Yeah.
she grabbed the chair and she turned it away. And she's like, I'll be able to get some better light this way. And that's when you notice that back door she slipped into did not latch. And it is very slowly kind of opened.
Mm-hmm.
And you can make out that the room back there seems to have drapes on all the walls. There are no windows
Yeah.
at all. And there appears to be a table in the middle of the room with. Was she playing solitaire? It looks like there's cards or something laying on the table. Your eyes are taking time to adjust. She's turned you away from the light while she obviously was turning you, spot hidden too. She was obviously turning you away from seeing that book that she didn't
Yeah.
intend to show you. Turns you right towards this door she thinks is closed that leads in, and the curtain that's like on the inside of the door is more like cut strips of it's hard to describe. It's more like cut strips of cloth that
Mm-hmm.
one could just kind of pass through that will kind of keep people from seeing into the room without really blocking the entrance. You know, does that make sense? You know those beads that
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
used to have in doorways? Think of something like that, but
Yeah.
just with pieces of cloth. It also will muffle sound. You would realize that as well. Um, and as you're watching, there's a tap tap tapping coming from that room, like someone's knocking on a door. Let's give Miss Parlow a listen at base. Oh my God, she's just chit chatting with you, hairstyles, blah 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 blah, tonic bar, blah blah. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and getting and starting to work on your hair, and you hear the knock. There's somebody knocking on a door, on a things go flying through your mind. A trap door in the floor? Is it a back door? Is it the table knocking? There's like
But I
a
can clearly tell that
séance.
she seems like nervous, right? Like she's trying to hide this from me.
She seems a little nervous about that book. Yes, she's making conversation. She's chatting you up, um, and she's working on. She's got the big shears out to cut off this massive hair, and feels like she's working on your lower, like right around your shoulders, because you want it about shoulder length. So she's cutting below that to start with, just to get the main part of it off before she starts really,
Mm-hmm.
working with the shears closer. See, I'm doing it, Aaron. I'm saying the right word. I can be taught.
Good job.
So, is there anything you want to do, Miss Blackwood?
Um, uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
is there? Do I
I don't
want to
know.
try and
Somebody's knocking in that room or something. Tap, tap, tap.
like? And she doesn't seem to hear it.
She hasn't heard it yet. Here, I'll give her another roll. Tap, 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 tap.
I'm gonna casually bring up like, hey, do you do what's that noise?
She stops talking.
Do you hear that?
She kind of goes, "Oh, um, excuse me." She puts down the shears. You can see all this hair on the floor where she chopped off probably a foot and a half of hair off the how long it was, and she quickly goes into the door. Um, you hear her say something like "Oh dear," as she like gets there and realizes the door's open. She goes in. She closes it behind her. What do you want to do? This time you hear it latch. She closes it and you hear it click. Like not lock, but it's not going to just open up again.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Casually ask her, like
No, no,
what's
she
in that
left.
room?
She went out into the
Oh, she
room. She said,
left.
"Excuse me a moment." Went into
Oh,
the
the
next room
book,
and
the book, the
closed the
book, the book,
door.
the book. I want the book.
Okay, yeah.
I want the book. I want the book.
You're over to there. You slide open the drawer. There's the book. It is unmarked on the outside. Looks like it's leather bound. I mean, are you taking it? Do you want to just try to find out what the title is? What's your plan here?
Uh,
Or what? Or what do you want? Burn it? I don't
she'd
know.
probably
You can
notice
do
if I
anything you want.
took the book, so I wanna. I don't have like a bag or anything, so I don't have a place to hide it.
Probably not.
I want to kind of quickly like kind of skim the book just to see kind of if there's anything
There's a title page. It is.
that stands
It
out.
looks like a published book. It is printed. It's not like a manuscript, and it is entitled um, "Spirituality and the Cards." Give me one English check. Own language English. Make a roll there. Should be the same as your education. To get just the barest gist of this book. Keep in mind, you do have a coin. You can always use the coin to help you. 89. Oh no.
89.
Is that over your education or your English? Own language English.
Yes.
Okay. You're trying to flip through the books. Cards. Looking at cards. Something about cards. There's some pictures of cards that are very strange looking. I'll need an occult check to see if you can even recognize what kind of cards these are. And I'll need a listen check. Give me the occult first.
Okay, occult is
Is that a success or a fail?
that is a success.
Oh, these are tarot cards. This is a book about tarot cards. You do get that. You're guessing. At least some of the pictures are, and you've read about tarot cards and have had probably a reading in your life at some point to write something about it. Give me a listen check. Uh oh.
Listen
Is that a fail?
is a fail.
Okay. So you're looking through the book quickly, trying to figure out what it's about. When the door opens to that next room behind you, as you're
Hmm.
standing there with
Uh-oh.
at the open drawer with the book open. What do you want to do? Quick, quick! I need a quick answer.
Uh, but I wasn't looking in. I wasn't looking in the drawer. Sit back down. I'm
Is
gonna
that
sit
what
back
you?
down and pretend I wasn't doing
Okay, so
anything.
you quick try to dash over. Give me a dex roll. Dash back to the barber chair
Uh-oh.
to sit down. Oh yeah, your dex is not huge on this person, is she? Is it?
Mm-mm.
This could be to your advantage, actually, if you fail. 78. You turn, your feet go out from under you as you slip on your own hair lying on the floor underneath you, making the floor slick. Tell me if this is impossible, Aaron, or if it's likely.
No, that's totally. No, hair on floor is treacherous.
You
It is
shoved.
like
Did you shove the drawer slam behind you as you turned to like try to get back in the barber chair real quick? Um,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. and then you crashed to the ground. Miss Parlow bursts out of that back room. Well, not well. She quickly crosses. It's not a huge room, but it is kind of like tiled,
Hmm.
and quickly gets to you. Oh my goodness! Oh my, are you all right? Are you all right? And is trying to help you to your feet. You have knocked the wind out of yourself at best. You know, you're not. There's no blood or anything like that, but yeah, you hit the ground
Hmm.
pretty hard. Oh, thank God for layers.
No, I'm.
You're a
Yeah, right.
woman and you're wearing like 12
Uh,
layers of clothes.
no, I'm fine. I just slipped on my hair. I'm all right though.
She's helping you back into the barber chair. And
And I'm gonna
what?
pretend I didn't look in. I pretend I didn't look in the book.
uh
I'm not gonna ask any more questions.
she starts to clip your hair with the smaller scissors or shears this time. Sorry. And
Mhm.
Okay.
um she says, "Did you find what you were looking for?" Snip, 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 snip. Right behind you.
Did I
Snip,
find what I was
snip.
looking for?
Yeah, she's turned you away from the mirror too, by the way. Snip, snip, snip.
That's actually proper
Whatever
barber
do you
etiquette
mean?
anyway.
I know. When you're getting the haircut, you don't get to see until it's done, right? I'm sorry, say that again.
Well, yeah.
Miss Blackwood, say that again.
I'm not sure what you mean. I wasn't looking for anything.
Okay, give me a fast talk. That's a straight up lie. You weren't really looking for anything, but you did look for something and found it. What is your fast talk?
Probably none.
Five? It's probably five. I think
None.
that's
05. It's
five.
probably
Okay.
5
So
starting.
keep that in mind. If you want to lie, you have to make a fast talk. You can be vague and stuff sometimes and get away with not making one, but
I failed it.
Unless
Yeah.
yeah.
unless you
52.
try to do it
Snip,
all the time and
snip,
Andy will
snip,
catch on.
snip, snip, yes. Snip, 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 snip. She's cutting your hair. She says, "Please, Miss
Mhm.
Blackwood, lies do not become proper ladies like us." And she continues, snip, snip, snip with these. And you realize how sharp these shears are, and they're real close to your neck. And you get a little, yeah, they're real close. Go ahead. So she said that's not proper to have lies between proper ladies. And she's just working on your hair.
Well, you see, I write books for a living, and I I saw that book in the drawer, and I just couldn't help myself. Can I
Snip,
give her some
snip, snip, snip. Give her some what? Snip.
give her some like
Here we go. Some what?
basically admit that I was just being a nosy bitch because I'm a writer.
Uh, did you understand what that book was about?
Not at all, no.
Okay, make me another fast talk. That's a straight up lie. You did
Oh, come
understand.
on.
You knew the tarot cards. That's not like a barber book or anything like that. You could make this. Not with a
No, I
35.
can't.
She's silent as she cuts your hair for a short time. Aaron can tell me how bad my form is here. It's probably more comb, 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 comb. Uh,
Well, that's actually probably all preference. So, in
okay.
all honesty, yeah.
She's
However
not
you
doing
want.
that. It's more like snip, 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 snip.
But yeah, say you typically cut some hair and then you comb it out to see
Mhm.
what you clipped off, pretty much. So yeah, that's how I do it anyway.
Snip. Please don't lie to me, Miss
Oops.
Blackwood.
Okay, I understood the tarot cards, but that really was it.
I hope I can depend upon your discretion.
Yes, ma'am.
There are people in this town who would not understand nor appreciate what I do in my back room.
Um, what is it that you do exactly in your back room?
Some of the ladies in town like to have readings occasionally. And sometimes I see things. I can see things.
What kind of things do you see?
Ghosts.
Ghosts?
There was. Did you know? You must not tell anyone this. The.
You
The
have
gaz-
my word. I won't tell a soul.
Thank you. And I hope it's not just because I have an extremely sharp set of shears near your neck. That's a
Of
joke.
course
It's a
not.
barber joke. And it's like, no, it's not. Um,
It's a bad one, but yeah, it's one.
the upstairs of the
I'm sure
Gazette
there's people that
building
use it all the time.
was haunted by an old man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who he was, but I saw him in the window there. I saw him several times. I haven't seen him in a long time, a couple of weeks, but when I would go by, he would be peering out the window. I don't know if you guys can even hear this or not.
Yeah,
Can you?
actually,
Oh,
yeah,
good. Okay.
yeah,
Well, I'm slamming them, so.
yeah.
My mother told me
Don't break them on
before
our
she
behalf.
died. No, I don't. My mother told me before she died I had a gift. And then Miss Black, is it Miss Black? I can't remember the name. She lived, the lady who lived here, who took care of me after my parents died. My father died in the mountains, and then my mother died of a broken heart. And she taught me everything she knew about my gift. And so sometimes I can see things and see things that are going to happen, and the cards seem to know what's going to happen. And I have told no one about this except for a very few ladies in town, most of them fairly wealthy, who pay a great deal of money in order for me to tell them what the cards say
Mm-hmm.
and what their futures might be. And I cannot guarantee that any of it's true, but it certainly does feel it to me. I would hope that you won't say anything to anyone else. People 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 can be very cruel.
Oh, I know it. Um, do you think I could get a reading?
Oh, that. She seems really surprised by this. This is not where she expected this conversation to go. Of course, I cannot today. I have too many people coming in for their hairs to be cut. She kind of looks off to the right, and you follow her eyes. There's a clock, and you realize you've been hearing it
Mm-hmm.
tick the whole time, and it's just been kind of like background noise, so it hasn't really stood out. But there's a clock ticking up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's heading. It's almost 2 o'clock, and she tells you that Mrs. Jeffcott's is coming in at 2 for for a haircut, and then a reading, and then she starts talking about this. And you realize
Mm-hmm.
most of the ladies that probably get this done are older, wealthier, so pretty rare in this town. And you don't know, it strikes you, you don't know if she has many friends who are her age. Because she looks like she's roughly your age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she talks to you a little bit about Mrs. Danforth, or Widow Danforth, and this ladies' auxiliary in town, and Miss LaRue, or LaRoe, who's trying to get her to join it. And then and Miss Eldridge is in that as well. I don't know where she's gone. I haven't seen her in weeks. So yeah, she's name dropping people she knows. And so here's a hint, Lillian. Take notes. Because
Yeah.
sometimes names can be important. You don't have to, and you don't have to start right now, and you can always use the role playing journal to find these names out later, too. Uh, anyway, yeah, you can make me a cult check there, Miss Blackwood. I actually wrote up information about Parlo. I don't know what I did with it now. I'm gonna have to find it. 35. Is that 35 the occult?
Mm-mm,
Okay.
no, that's my occult, and it's a fail,
71.
I
Is that a
think.
fail?
Okay.
Okay. So this is information you don't really know as much about. About people who can see ghosts,
Wait, no, actually,
allegedly.
that I passed that. I passed that.
That's a success, a 71? Holy
My
crap.
occult's 75.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, okay, you have heard about these kind of people. They're rare. Um, People that see the future, fortune tellers and the like. And yeah, sometimes they can be, especially small towns, can shun them. It can go one of two ways. They can be embraced or they can be shunned by a small town. And it sounds like Miss Parlow is keeping this on the DL. And only the people who come in the back door um, to her little secret fortune teller parlor. She notes that that's by
She would
appointment
be
only, and there's only a dozen women in town.
would she
Mrs.
be
Danforth doesn't
referred
know.
to as a would she be referred to as a gypsy in this time period?
No, no, no.
Or
Gypsy is
is
very specific.
okay.
Romanian, Roma, Roma
Okay.
Roma.
Yes.
descendant travelers. That's the
Okay.
term that
Okay.
is used for them in this time period. She'd be a fortune teller or a spiritualist of some kind, perhaps.
Okay.
Um, you're even guessing with that with your successful cult roll, she might be able to do seances or something to that effect.
Mhm.
Maybe that's why she's got some of these wealthy ladies who are willing to pay her money. But it all sounds like it's on the DL, like super secret. Like she is
Yeah.
obviously keeping this
Well,
very
because
secret from everybody.
What was this character's name again?
Her name is oh my God, Rosalie
Arlo.
Parlow.
I remember the last name.
Mm.
And she almost sounds like she's kind of taking you into her confidence in a lot of this stuff. She probably does not get to talk about this with many people. And let's
I would
see,
imagine not.
Jimenez. Yeah, did you know her name? Do you remember?
I
Yeah, that's
didn't
right.
have it. I
Eldridge would
didn't have
have
it written
mentioned.
down, but
Eldridge probably mentioned it to you in passing at some point,
right.
especially because of other things that happened that you think may have happened that might have been, but you never verified. Yeah, okay.
Right.
She also asks you. Okay, shows you very. So she gets it cut. She turns you around to show it to you down. Um,
Hmm.
um, it looks very nice. And then she starts, and if she asks you, well, is that the length you want? Does that look nice? Do you like that?
Yeah, that looks perfect. Thank
Okay,
you.
and then she starts working. Actually, she's gonna take out a couple of bottles of toilet water. This is my favorite. Actually, she says about one, and the other one says this one's very nice too. I do not have names for toilet water of this time period, so we're gonna kind of gloss over that.
Toilet water?
Toilet water is just
It,
it's what did you call
it's
it?
perfume,
Well,
Yeah, it's
cologne or
hair
perfume.
hair
Yeah,
tonic basically.
or say a
that's
hair
it.
tonic.
Yeah.
One's probably rose water. In all
Oh yeah, that's
honesty,
true. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Toilet? Yeah, just douse my hair in
Sorry.
toilet water.
So it's
Thanks.
not in from
no,
the toilet,
it
but your morning toilet consists
it's
of cleaning yourself up,
or
brushing your teeth,
toilette.
shaving, yeah, and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff
Yeah.
is what is considered the morning toilet. It's not just pooping or peeing or whatever. So that was just the
Yeah. The
terminology of
old
the time.
the older use of the word toilet, meaning to wash,
Hmm.
to clean
Hmm.
up.
And in this time period, it'd be a little more common, obviously, than nowadays. But yeah, she's got
Right.
tonic, she got tonic, rose water, that kind of thing. She shows you her favorite one, and basically you know that she'll take some, put some in your hair, kind of rub it in,
Hmm.
just to make it's like perfume, but it goes in your hair.
I want to use her favorite one. That's one I
Okay, yeah.
picked.
So she's gonna put that into your hair, and then she's gonna braid the hair, or not braid it, but put the hair back up in the bun that you had it in, a similar bun than the one you had before, almost identical.
Hmm.
And again shows you the
Maybe not
mirror.
identical because there's not as much length,
Oh,
but
that's true. Well, it's not as big, but it's the same kind of
right.
setup, pretty much. And then shows it to you again and asks if that's okay.
Say it probably doesn't wrap around as many times,
Yeah,
but
this looks
yeah.
Yeah,
great. Thank you so much.
exactly.
This feels so much
This
better.
is why you should play a barber, Aaron, in a game. And then she charges you. It's probably like 50 cents, which is about double what a man probably usually pays for a haircut. You also
That's
it
fine.
also took like half an hour. A man can go in and get his hair chunked off in like 5 minutes. Um, so yeah,
No, come on, be honest. Let's be honest. Guys are still going to gossip too, and it's going to be like
that's true. They can though.
it's going to be
They can.
like
Anyway,
yeah.
so yeah,
Well, 15 minutes for still a good quick haircut, in my
yeah.
opinion. But
So you had it's a good haircut. You got this nice smell about you. She also offers. She's got some perfume that she apparently offers to all of her customers, and it's just a little dab. And again, her favorite. And it's if you go for that, it's really nice. It's just kind of subtle. It's not super overpowering or anything like that. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, and she asks you to come back and talk to her and set up an appointment. And she notes that she does tarot readings and she does do seances sometimes back in that room. And she
Hmm.
says
Hmm.
that the lady, I think the name is Miss Black. Don't hold me to that. I'm gonna have to look it up because I did write all this down, but I'm not sure where it is exactly at this moment. And I think it's in this notebook somewhere. That um, like she said, her father died, her mother died of a broken heart shortly afterwards, and then this lady raised her here in this house. Or no, the lady moved in. This was their house, and this lady moved in named
Hmm.
Mrs. Black, old lady, and she started realizing Rosalie's
her gift.
potential. Yeah, her gift, and started teaching her certain things. And then she died of old age when Rosalie was in her upper teens, and so that's when she started doing the hair cutting and that kind of thing. And but she considers herself a medium, is what she's read that's what she's supposed to be called.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and like I said, sometimes she can see things, and she's got a few books in the back. Actually, she takes you back into that room. It's a dark room with lots of curtains. It's lit by one little lamp right now.
Hmm.
um, Table with a black like tablecloth on it. There's some tarot cards just on the table, kind of scattered. Like she was doing something when you came in the door. Either doing a you made your occult for the tarot cards, didn't you? Like
Hmm.
doing a reading or maybe playing solitaire with tarot cards to kill some time. You don't know. They're just kind of scattered on the table. Um, and there's some cupboards. And she does have some books. They are printed books, like published books about certain subjects like this. And you realize she has a little occult library. It's not like a good one. Like
Hmm.
your grandfather had a library with manuscripts. Um, this lady has popular spiritualism occult books,
Okay.
which are less useful and valuable, but still.
Give
Right.
a
Right.
rudimentary understanding
Mhm, mhm.
of the subject.
Probably tells you how to do a seance. Might have some books about monsters. She does have the book of. Thank you, Ghost Girl Lillian. She does have the book of werewolves you see on there, which is,
Is it
and it's a
Los
again, it's a published book,
Hombre Lobo?
printed book. No, no, it's a real book actually in real life.
No, I said the Spanish word for werewolf.
There's
Fernando
my copy,
Cement.
the book of werewolves by
A book of werewolves.
yeah
Why would she have
Sabine
that?
Baring Gould. I don't know. Maybe she had an interest. Maybe she saw it somewhere and bought it. But it's an
Huh.
occult book. She has an occult library of sorts on in a cabinet, which is covered up with like one of these black. You can see the back door, but it's got something you can pull over it. You know what I mean? Like a black
Like
Right.
curtain you can pull over it. And there's stars like on. No, it's all black. It's just it's all black in this room.
is it like sheer curtains though too? Is it black like sheer curtains kinda?
What do you mean by sheer
That's what
curtains?
I'm
Because I don't.
sheer like you can kind of see through it.
Kind of,
Like
but there's no windows in this room, or if they are, they're shuttered up.
right. That's
Yeah,
fine, but like
it's just
still like
yeah, it's cheap.
I
It's,
just
it's thin. It's sheer because it's
no.
cheap and thin. Hers are though.
Okay,
She probably doesn't have a lot of
okay.
money. Anyway, we spent a lot of time on this. But you have found someone in town who knows something about the occult. Obviously believes totally in it, and
Mhm.
She's living it.
yeah, exactly. She's living, and she's seen a ghost in the frickin' Gazette upstairs, which you didn't realize that little building had an upstairs. To be quite honest, you haven't even been that far down the street to the south yet, though. So, yeah.
True.
So yeah, and the two of you leave with a handshake, um, and or something, some kind of hug almost. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
and she thanks you. Thank you for your discretion. And then ching ling ling ling. The little bells over her barbershop door. And there's a lady coming up the walk, bustling with a big bustle on her butt, and she gives you oh, good afternoon, and then she goes into the front of the shop or in the front of the house. This is a house that looks like it's been converted into. There's a barbershop downstairs, so it's a small house. Um,
Right, right.
there was another door. You're not certain where that went. Maybe that went upstairs. You didn't see any stairs inside
I was gonna say,
in either the
is it two
barbershop.
stories though?
It's a two-story house. Yes.
So yeah, and businesses is downstairs and
That's probably how it's set up.
residence is upstairs. Yeah.
Anyway, Ozuye Shappa, give me a spot hidden. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, and here's another thing to think about,
Success.
Lillian, is don't
Mhm.
forget to tell your compatriots things that have happened to you if you want to share them once you get back to them. Because it's real easy to forget
Okay.
to be like, I'm gonna just tell them about this lady, or I'm gonna tell them that I found that dead guy walking. If they weren't with you
Yeah.
when it happened, you need to let me know that you've actually told them, or else you never did. That was a success, Azuya Shoppa.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Somebody's kind of you see somebody peering at you from an alleyway, kind of peeking, maybe kind of maybe following you. White guy's got a kind of a shitty beard. He's like really looks dirty and kind of grungy.
Okay. I was actually thinking I would head for the general store that day.
Yeah, you cross the street to the general store, and you happen to look over your shoulder, and he's like in the alleyway between the saloon and hotel, and the
Okay.
building just south of that. 39. What is that building? That is the it looks like a little official building, but you don't know what it is. You can't read what's written
Yeah.
over the door. It's two words. You can get that much. And you notice this
Okay.
guy, and he's kind of looking at you like, and then when he sees you looking, he kind of slips back into the alleyway as you're on
Okay.
the front porch or the of the general store. What do you want to do?
Yeah. Um, I want to go in the general store. I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
causing a scene. Yeah.
There's a man in there. I think I already put his picture up.
Yep.
Who's behind the counter, and there's a couple boys in there. They appear to be doing some kind of stocking or something. One of them's got a big sack of flour, and he's bringing it from the back. Um, and the other one is like arranging stuff on shelves. And the man behind the counter uh, is it looked like he's looking at they're these glass jars of candy with like they're like it's almost a circular glass jar, but except for the front, which has like a little lid that's made of metal,
Okay.
and so you can see what kind of candy's in all of them. And you see him
Yeah.
pull out a piece of candy and he eats it. And
Okay.
so yeah. So what do you want to do? What do you want to say? Tingling ling ling ling. They look at you, and
Um,
the guy behind the counter kind of gives you a nod and goes back to what he's doing.
I'm gonna walk up to the counter.
Hmm.
Um, I'm
Oh,
looking for uh bullets.
bullets. Oh, what kind of bullets?
Uh, I have a box of the two that I'm looking for,
Yeah.
and I put them down.
Oh. Yeah. He pops it open, pulls out one, gives it a look, like these are pistol bullets. I've never seen anything. 450. He pops open the rifle bullet box and does the same thing. Looks at the bullet, looks confused, looks at the box,
Yeah.
huh? puts each back in the box, takes the boxes, and he kind of gestures for you to follow him. He comes around the counter, and he goes back down an aisle and then down to
Yeah.
one side. You can see there's a few rifles there and a few pistols for sale, obviously, and some boxes
Okay.
and some more boxes of bullets. And he starts comparing, but he's not finding a match for the
Yeah.
bullets from your rifle or from your pistol, because they're both
Yeah.
450s, right?
Yeah, they're both 450 and they're English weapons.
Yes. And he scratched the back of his head. I said, I tell you what, I ain't never seen nothing like this. Come on, come on. And he takes her back up to the counter, and he
Yeah.
reaches down. He pulls out what looks like some kind of catalog oh fuck, who had the catalog? It's not Sears Roebuck. It's the other one.
Montgomery Ward.
Montgomery
Montgomery
Ward.
Ward.
Yeah, that's the one. And he opens it up and he finds the right section for firearms, and he's looking through it and he's going down. He's going down. I've never heard of 450, son. I don't see them here either.
The guns were bought from the English.
English. I could send some letters, but I don't know where to find anything like this. I'll send something to Montgomery Ward. They can probably point me in the right direction, but it could take weeks. Wait,
Yeah.
how many's in the box? He's shaking your boxes. Actually, you know what? He shakes them and then he's like, just fucking opens them and dumps them on the counter. He starts counting your bullets to see how many are in each box. How many's in each
It's like
box? About?
50.
Okay.
50 in each.
And then he starts working on putting them back. He's like, I don't. Are you a hunter?
No, I just want to make sure that when I run low, I've got a place to get more in the future.
I could send some letters, like
And
I
I-
said, but I don't know if I'll be able to find these, and they'll probably be very expensive if they're British bullets. He's working on putting the pistol bullets back away too.
Yeah.
I'll send a letter to Montgomery Ward, but it's going to be what's today? Friday. Yeah, next mail goes out Wednesday. Montgomery Ward. I don't know where they're located. I'll have to look that up. That's way East Coast though. It'll probably be at least 2 weeks before I even hear back from them with any information on where I can order them, if I can order them.
I just want to.
What's your name?
Start the.
He takes down a piece of paper. He wants your
Yeah.
information. You're staying at the hotel? Okay.
Yep, Ozuye
Yeah,
Shappa.
yeah. Ozuye Shappa. Okay, Sean. He totally misspelled it, but he got the He
Yeah.
spelled it phonetically. So.
I don't know how he spelled it.
Yeah, I know exactly. He didn't ask you how to spell it either. He almost did. He was like, "How?"
And I would
Never
tell
mind.
him it's a Martini Henry rifle and an Adams pistol.
That'll help him. Actually, he writes all this stuff down.
He knows the names of them.
Yeah, he writes everything down. He says he will get a letter off to Montgomery Ward. It'll go out next week. He'll see what he can find, and he hands you back your 2 boxes.
Yeah.
He's put all the bullets back in them.
Yep.
He seemed very friendly, very helpful. Much more than you've ever had anywhere that
Yeah.
you've been, probably dealing with white people and buying something.
I'll look at the candy as well.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds. It looks delicious.
Would
It's-
there be someone in town that could possibly make the bullets?
Maybe if there's a
Potentially.
gunsmith in town.
Okay. Okay.
You
Yeah.
have not seen a gunsmith in town yet. You've not gone looking for
No.
one either, though. So
No.
Yeah,
was
I would.
I'll check
I
my
would
list.
get, like.
Oh,
just
wait,
like
that's a
little,
great
like
idea,
a little
though.
piece of candy.
Okay, yeah. Well, it's a bag for a penny. There's bags right there, and the bags are like, they're not small. It's not like a tiny, tiny bag. It's like a pretty good sized bag of candy. Actually, you probably saw Lieutenant Shaeder come back.
Shaeder have one, yeah.
Shaeder had 3 bags
Yeah.
of candy. All
I
different
actually
candy, right? You took all 3
Oh, I
different
brought-
types of candy?
I brought some. I shared some.
Okay,
when I
yeah.
got back.
So he shared some of the candy. That's probably
I
why you're
bought
suddenly like, oh
extra
my
so
God,
that there's enough for everybody.
this is so good. Salt marsh. Let's take a check here.
It
I
probably
bought
would be. It probably would be like
services.
a licorice of some type, or like.
That's why I bought extra.
Did you buy
Yeah,
black
something
licorice too?
that's
Do they even have like
Well,
red licorice in this time period? I think they did, didn't
yeah,
they?
I
I
think
don't
what
think so. But
I don't know.
No, black candy.
70s
sassafras though, like
Oh,
what we
Yeah.
would know today
sassafras.
is like root beer.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
um,
Also, maple sugar candies.
Yep.
yeah,
Yes.
Those go back quite a ways.
And then there's those sugar candies that are on like a stick that you can make just
Yeah,
by putting the
rock
oh,
sticks
candy.
in
that, yeah,
sugar
that's just
water.
rock sugar. Yeah,
Rock
that's just
candy.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
rock.
rock candy. They definitely have that.
that
Uh,
goes back a ways.
See, that's literally straight sugar. Well, that is.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
pretty much.
yeah, it's so good.
You
You can have you
boil
can
water, put and
Peppermint.
oversaturate it with sugar.
Yeah,
Yeah, and peppermint.
peppermint. They have
Yeah,
definitely have
peppermint, lemon
pieces of lemon
drops.
drops. Definitely. Cobbler, carver,
I
carpenter.
could go for some lemon drops though.
Yeah, those do sound good.
Oh, probably clove candy.
Oh yeah.
Taffy.
Yeah,
Little
and
taffy.
what's called whorehound drops, which was actually very medicinal.
Yeah.
Used medicinal very often.
Was that black stripe? Was that the clove flavored gum?
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
Yeah,
he
sorry.
does not. There's no gunsmith in Salt Marsh. He does not know about Seaton and Burl, but he doesn't think there's any gunsmiths um, in town who make pistols, who can actually physically make ammunition.
Okay.
He seems to be regretful of telling you that. Like, wow, we're missing something in our lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's none in this at this end of the county. Is basically what he tells you. That he knows of. But he's super friendly. How much candy you buying? And it's a
I'm gonna
bag. You
get
fill
just
the
a.
bag with the same kind of candy. You know what I mean? You don't like
Right.
pick and choose
Okay.
candies. It's like you take
No,
a
I'm gonna
scoop
get
out
just
and
like
fill up the bag.
a little bag of like a citrus candy of some kind.
Like lemon drops.
So
or
if he's
something.
got lemon drops,
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yeah, he's got lemon drops. Yep. So yeah, you get that. It's a penny, and you're on your merry way.
Yep.
Anywhere in particular? Back to the hotel. Eventually, you guys will get back together, probably for dinner, at
I
least.
mean, yeah. He'll stroll a little bit, check on his horse,
Your horse is
cause
fine.
yeah,
You have two horses now.
uh,
Don't forget. And I think I
yeah,
sent y'all descriptions of your horses that you have,
yep,
um,
Hmm.
and some of their like idiosyncrasies or pluses and minuses in some
yeah.
cases. Yeah. So y'all can meet back for supper if you want and exchange any
If you're
information.
wondering, lemon drops go back to about 1806.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
18.6. So he definitely has them. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Smith Brothers Cough Drop Company,
Mm-hmm.
1852.
1852.
Yeah, the
Okay.
first commercially marketed cough drops.
So there's probably those were in the medicinal section of the store.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think everybody froze. I'm
Yep.
going to check out
Oh
and back in.
no.
'Cause
Okay.
everybody's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, are you guys getting back together for supper for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That sounds good.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
What information do you wish to exchange? And then we will jump to next morning. Probably. I don't think. Wait. Let me
Are
make sure.
are you
I'm gonna-
are you gonna go ahead,
I was
Sean?
gonna let everyone know that I saw. Describe the guy. He seemed to be watching me.
Yeah. Had kind of a beard. Here, I'll send you. I'll give you a picture if I. Oh, I can. I see him right there. Let's not put it in die roller though. This guy is who was watching you, Sean.
Is this a man we've seen before?
I don't think. Yes. When he describes him, actually, you have seen this guy before, I believe, Ozuye Shappa, talking to that blonde guy they pointed out, who was filling up the wheelbarrow with flour and stuff. I think you saw
Okay.
the two of them talking. This guy came out of an alley and said something. Like I was like waved him off. Not now.
Okay.
That kind of thing. And that was back 2 weeks ago when you were in town.
Yeah.
He did not seem at the time to even pay any attention to you. You know what I mean? Like you're walking down the street and you just notice this. You saw this guy leave the store with these guns. You saw this thing happen where the guy comes out and he starts talking. He's like, not now, not now. And then the guy just They went different directions.
Okay. I'll mention that as well. It's like, yeah, not now that I think about it, he's familiar. I just,
But you don't know names of any of them.
yeah,
But he was an associate of the other man from the infirmary.
yes.
They may be getting lines to our presence here.
Oh, the paranoia starts. It's great.
Do I get like an intelligence check, or what do I need to like smell smells?
Oh yeah, that's right, Lillian. No, you're gonna smell her, and yeah, that's very
All right.
familiar. Um,
Yeah.
um, you know she went
You
to get a
guys go around
I
haircut.
knew.
sniffing people?
You could probably smell it just sitting at the table. You probably have
That's
this.
weird.
You probably have this perfume smell coming off of you.
Oh, Fernando's a little bit of a perv. Yeah, he likes going around smelling
You gonna go
people's
sniff
shit.
her and
No,
make sure?
no, no,
Um,
no.
I'm going to not tell them everything about what happened when I was getting my haircut.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like lightly kind of gloss over it, but not really give any details just yet
What
because I want to see what's going on
What are you
before.
gonna tell them?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Um,
if you're not just telling them everything, then we need to know exactly. Like, oh, it was a nice haircut. Is that it? Or
no, like it
okay,
was a nice haircut, but
that's a good prop.
I saw there was a weird book, and I think there might be something odd about what was her name?
Rosalie Parlow.
I think there might be something kind of weird about Parlow. And I'm gonna meet back up with her um later to find out more before like I give any more like solid details. Because I don't want her finding out that I like told people stuff that I wasn't supposed to, and then she gets like cagey on me.
Well, wait, you saying this to them? You're telling them this, or are you
No,
telling
no,
me
she's
this?
not. No.
Okay.
No,
She's
no.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Oh, books, Jimenez.
But
That jogs your
yeah,
memory too about something else. Hold this thought that you're
Isabella
about to
always
give.
had.
She had a bunch of weird
Isabella
old
always
books
had
or
a
something.
bunch
Wait,
of
that's right. You
weird
guys, some of you
books.
read them. Shaeder.
Yeah, I did.
She had books. Uh, she's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do anything about that, but what were you going to say, Jimenez?
But no, no. He was kind of thinking on the smell a little bit,
Hmm.
so I think he's able to place maybe who was there with him at the time.
Yeah, you think
Oh.
that was definitely the lady in Widow Danforth's room the night you broke in to steal the spell from behind the
Yeah,
picture.
yeah. So,
Rosalie Parlow.
um,
There's another Parlow too that you know.
there is.
Yeah,
There is.
yeah. Shaeder too. I don't believe Shappa does. Ozuye Shappa. There was a
Who's that?
Mars Parlow that you met in the cemetery, in the
Oh,
Saltmarsh Cemetery.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's why
I
I really
remember that.
remember the name. That
Uh,
name.
Miss Eldridge
Mm.
called him up out of one of the crypts when she cast a spell to
Yeah.
contact ghouls. Shader, you were in the distance, I believe, covering. No, no,
Yeah.
Hutton was. Hutton.
So
Somebody
was
was
I.
in. Somebody was
I
in the
was.
distant covering. You were.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got to look at it. It was not a person.
Yeah, but I don't
And
think I learned its name.
I think Miss Eldridge probably told everybody its name
Yeah, that I'm
at
not sure.
some point. Well, maybe not. She might not have. Um, that's a problem with people not telling everything. Sometimes Just you can't remember later
Yeah.
what's what. That's okay.
I'm
And
gonna I'm gonna tell them everything
No, no, no.
later.
Yeah, you don't have
and
to.
I
I'm not. No, I'm not referring to you. It's just it can be hard
and
to
I,
keep
and I don't
track
remember
later.
where I don't know where Eldridge's books are at the moment.
Correct.
I
Whether she took
You
them with her.
No,
She did
we
not
do.
take them with.
What
She did not have enough space to hold all
they
those
were,
books.
it was already explained who has her stuff. Miss Trudy has her stuff. She already came to us that morning and said that she had her stuff and was figuring out what she needed to do with it now.
She's gonna
That
try to
she's dead.
contact
Oh,
her people, Miss
Yeah.
Eldridge's
okay.
people. She said that.
Oh,
So Miss Parlow's probably trying to figure out where to send it.
okay.
Trudy, Miss Trudy.
Miss Trudy, I'm
You
sorry,
said
Miss
Parlow.
Parlow. Yeah, I'm getting all the names
Yeah,
mixed up.
yeah,
And you guys do know,
yeah.
you do remember that in one of the Salt Marsh Gazettes, the two of you remember, there was an article about Miss Eldridge. Because she was new to town,
Yeah.
and it seems like Cunningham grabs people new to town, unless they're just salesmen passing through or whatever. If
Uh,
somebody seems to be staying, he finds
or
out about them.
or Hispanic. I don't know if he's done anything on me or not.
I believe he has. I could be mistaken.
He may have. Yeah, he probably has, though. In all honesty. Um,
He has not done anything on Ozuye
anyway,
Shappa yet.
and he is still fairly new.
Yes. Anyway, yeah. Is there
Anyway,
anything else you guys wish to discuss, or anything at dinner?
No, I think it's time to investigate this infirmary again.
Okay.
um,
So that'll put you there.
Yes.
The next day is Saturday, September 1st.
So, do we
Yeah, how do you want to do
simply
this?
knock and ask questions? Are we planning to enter by stealth or by force?
This at breakfast we'll discuss. Is this when you're discussing it
Yeah,
at breakfast?
yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
How is how
Or
is this to be
say, or
done?
we can do it. Um, maybe we knock on the door first and see if anyone's there, and if not, then we try stealth. I don't know. Um,
Which door
or
are
Is
you
there any
talking
reason
about?
why they wouldn't let us in?
of the parsonage or whatever.
Oh,
Um,
they'll likely let us in. The problem is what we need is information they're possibly unwilling to part with.
Yeah, last time you all went
well,
up
Hmm.
there to talk to them, they showed you
They
the
were friendly enough.
infirmary. Yeah, they showed you the
Yeah.
building, the main infirmary building, not the you. They said there was a storage room on one side. The building's like a C. Okay, the main structure has like a kitchen esque living area. There is a pharmacy slash examination room, and then there was like a recovery room. The one of the lower prong of the C was storage, and it looked like it, and the upper prong of the C had three doors. And you guessed, I think, that it's some kind of quarters, probably for the three people working there. You never went over to the
Yeah.
parsonage because what's her name? You can't remember the woman's name, probably, and your characters probably don't either, to be quite honest. Um, because you could. She said, "Well, Father Lyman is out in the swamps. Blah blah blah. He's gathering herbs, running
mhm.
low." And so when he showed up, he just kind of came up from kind of the direction of the parsonage. You don't remember exactly which way he came. He
we
just kind
we
of
were
was there.
inside, weren't we? I
No,
thought
you were
we were
We
sitting
were
out.
inside.
You were
inside.
sitting outside.
Okay,
Like they have some benches out there and tables for
okay,
like patients who
Yeah.
want to spend some time outside in a little kind of enclosed area that has a low wall. It's about 3 foot tall. And he came
Yeah.
walking up, and it was like, wait, did he come from the parsonage, or did he come from the cliff? Nobody had been paying really close attention, so it was just like he came from somewhere in the vicinity.
Yeah, he was. They were friendly enough, but
Very friendly.
so
Except the big guy, he never talked to you. The dude with the axe, who showed up with the axe and kind of looked you over, and then he went out in the woods and you heard him
Lurch.
chopping down.
I mean,
Yeah, Lurch. And
yeah,
the little guy talked to you, but they mainly let the lady talk to you, and she was all over Fernando. She was all just
yeah.
like, "Oh, hello,
And
hello, hello."
we suspect
I
that
could use that.
I'm reasonably convinced that they're involved in kidnapping and holding people. Although for what reason I can't imagine. So I
um,
suspect that they're not going to speak to us in any fashion in that regard.
no, but maybe at least someone could run interference while others looked.
Now that's got possibilities.
Um, I can get into locked doors potentially. I can grab my lock picks
Hmm.
if we need.
All right. Well,
let's
I'll
say
go
this
with you then.
conversation takes place the night before. Okay,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
dinner still. That way, if
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
guys want to get
I
certain
was thinking
gear,
that
you won't have to
originally.
rush around
Yeah.
the next day.
Yeah. Now, so then either I'll go with you, unless Ozuye Shappa, unless you think your capacity for quiet movement is greater than mine.
Um, I'm not good at uh, keeping people talking.
Hmm. Well, how's your creeping about and not being seen?
I
You
mean,
may not have to talk. You could just
Look
accompany
pretty.
the one lady. She would probably accompany you.
Yeah, there is that.
Oh, I should look her up again. Let's
So
see
it
what
really
her
depends
traits are.
on how confident you are in your capacity for stealth.
I what's going on, crap?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't give a number, Sean. Just say if you feel confident sneaking around or not. You know what I mean? Your stealth check.
Not overly.
Okay.
And perhaps you should be the face here, and I'll accompany Mr. Jimenez. Mr. Jimenez.
Well, Miss Blackwood's sitting there at the table with you guys. Don't forget her.
Right.
Yes.
What's her job?
Um,
Lighting things on fire.
I can light things on fire. Do you want me to light things on fire? I can cause a distraction.
That was me. That was out of character.
Well, I was actually hoping that you could cause a distraction mostly by speaking with them, as they don't know you as well as they know us.
Yeah.
We've been to visit, but you have not.
I can do that.
Did Ozuye
So-
Shappa go the first time? No, that was Hutton the first time, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two of you have never been to
So-
the infirmary like formally.
If you
Miss Blackwood and Shappa.
if you two go there and ask a bunch of questions, you can create the distraction we might need to enter places unseen. And as they don't know you, they will, if they follow suit as they did last time, they were willing to show us around quite a bit
Mhm.
and take a fair amount of time in doing so.
Yeah.
So that's as good a plan as I've got. A two-pronged approach like this. You keep them busy. Mr. Jimenez and I will enter those places that they don't want us to see.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, so that's the plan. Now, how heavily armed do you guys want to go? Do you want any other equipment that's not standard for just clothing and
I will at
sidearms?
least bring my pistol.
Okay.
I'm not going to bring a rifle or anything that, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That
I'm going to go over to the general store. They do sell firearms at the store, right?
Yes, they do have a few pistols and some rifles. Most of their rifles are. There's probably like one Winchester, and the rest are probably like Springfields or Hawkins Plains rifles.
That's fine.
Your
I've
guess
got
is
two,
Jeff.
actually.
Jeff Kotz would actually tell you if you ask him about rifles that he usually has to order them.
I don't.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I already have. I have my own, and I have.
You still have
what
Huttons.
was- Yeah, and
Yeah.
I have Eldridges too. I think.
Oh,
So I actually have like 3 rifles to choose from. No, what I'm going to do is.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another revolver.
Okay, yeah. They make me a luck check if they got if you make a luck check, you can find whatever the one you want, like a peacekeeper or an army. If you fail the luck check, you're going to be stuck with smaller.
I rolled a 6. Oh wait, that's a D10. Hold on.
Oh,
I did
so
that damn
close.
thing again. I always look so good. I then realized
I
I
rolled
haven't
a
updated.
6. Hell yes.
Yeah. No, I failed.
He does have shotguns. Shotguns. He has a lot of shot. You know what I mean? Like 4 or 5 shotguns. They're very popular.
Messenger guns? Oh.
No, he doesn't have messenger guns. But so how'd you do,
Yeah.
Kevin?
I failed the luck check.
Okay, so the luck check. So he does have a Colt Navy, which is a little smaller caliber than the Colt Army, and he's got a Colt Police, and he has one old Colt Dragoon that's been switched over to cartridges from the old like packing kind of deal that they used to have. The Dragoon's a big
Okay.
fucking gun. That's the biggest gun he's got, and it's It's been refurbished. It's not new, but it is, and looks like it's in good shape. There's not a big call for
Yeah, those
pistols.
are. Yeah. Which was the other one you said?
A Colt Navy and a Colt Police. Basically, the Colt
Oh,
Navy and the Colt Police have a smaller caliber, so they do a D8. The Dragoon is a 44 and does a D10 plus 2. It's also really cheap. So, um, yeah, that's
okay.
what he's got.
You know what? Then a refurbished Dragoon will do me just fine.
Okay, yeah, it's a
The
big
point
gun.
is that
He's got bullets for
yeah.
it,
Well,
too.
the point is that if we're gonna go into places we're not to be seen indoors,
Hmm.
if this does come down to a firefight, I want an extra revolver.
Yeah, okay. Are you just going to shove it in your belt? Do you want to buy another
You're damn right.
holster?
No,
He's got.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
put an
okay. No, that's
old
fine.
style belt and then put my coat over it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't your belt, your gun belt's on the outside of your coat, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it inside the coat.
Oh, it's going inside the coat. Gotcha. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Blackwood,
Yeah.
anything from you?
Well,
Do you have any?
this way I get a second round without having to reload.
Yeah, exactly. Which is nice. Are you taking any? And
Yeah.
decide for yourself if you think you're taking extra bullets, like an extra pocket full of bullets, like 6 or 12 bullets or whatever. Um, Miss Blackwood, is there anything that you wanted to get to take up there? Now, the less armed the distraction is, probably the better. If you appear to be unarmed, it's probably gonna look better if you're just being the
Yeah,
distraction.
I think if I'm gonna be the one causing the distraction, I don't think I'm gonna bring my gun.
What kind of gun do you have? Do you have a Derringer or do you have a real pistol?
I have a Derringer.
Okay, you can take
Oh, that's
that. It'll
tiny
be
though. Yeah.
concealed. You can
How
conceal a
tiny is it?
Derringer
That
so
I
easily.
don't know.
The Derringer is usually
Like,
Oh.
only 3 or 4 inches in length.
It's
Yeah.
tiny.
The point of the
Yeah,
Derringer is it's concealable.
even that four-shot
yes.
Derringer that Miss Hurst had was tiny. It's got a shitty range. Like, you cannot hit anything more than maybe.
Like 10 yards
Well, it starts
at
at three.
most.
It starts at three as
Okay.
your close range, is your
Okay, so
regular
yeah,
range.
10
Three,
yards. Like I
six,
said, 10
maybe
yards at
12
most.
yards, and after that, it's almost never going to hit. But yeah, but you can tuck
Yeah.
it, boop, right down right down the front. You could have it on a little holster on your leg. So all you have to do is lift up your skirt a
Garter.
little bit and bang, yeah, in your garter. They're super easy concealed. That's what Derringers are so nice for. So you don't have, you
Yeah,
can
and
take
depending on what
that, and
kind
they're
of
not going to know.
Okay, I'll take it then. It's small enough.
depending on what kind of sleeves you wear, you can even some of
Oh
them can
yeah.
even be carried inside a sleeve.
Hmm. They even made freaking
Yeah,
things you could
with
hook
a
onto
wrist
your
holster.
arm,
Yeah.
and you do like this, and it actually shoots the Derringer out into your hand. Well, Hollywood has shown those. I don't know if those were real or not.
Yeah,
No,
I'd say I don't know.
the real wrist holster doesn't shoot it out like that.
Okay.
But you can basically stuff the gun inside your sleeve
Hmm.
and then just
Hmm.
sort of like push it. Use your other hand to push it into your shooting case.
Wake up, Lillian. It's only a little bit longer, and then you all
I'm
die.
trying
I
my
mean,
best.
uh,
Yeah.
drink some coffee.
So it's basically the whole point is that you can hide it anywhere
Hmm.
and have it, have easy access to it, and no one will know you have it.
Yeah, if you have a Derringer, you can
Okay, yeah.
conceal it about your person. You could have 2 or 3 of them about your person, and
That's
nobody's
really,
gonna
yeah,
notice.
that was the whole purpose of them being made, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, they're
Concealable
holdout
firearms.
weapons. They're
Yeah.
pop guns.
Yep.
How about Ozuye Shappa? Are you carrying? Are you packing?
It's gonna take his pistol.
Just a pistol and holster. Okay. All right. So night passed uneventfully. Um, it was Saturday, September 1st. You go up. Are you guys going to go the same way you went the first time, which was going around the bottom of the ravine towards the reservoir, and then coming up that way and following the river and doing a big circle around to stay out of
I,
sight, or
I
what?
think
How?
I think Jimenez and I should do that while the others can
Right.
take the direct route.
Okay.
But
You can also
maybe
try to
they can
climb
take
the
their time.
cliff.
Yeah, well, we'll start out earlier to give
Yeah,
them
that's
time
what
to
I'm
get
saying.
in position.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
what?
let
You want
them
to
start
be
an
in
hour or two
position
after us.
in the same spot you were,
By the time,
and then kind of keep an eye out for
roughly,
these two to see when they
Yeah.
arrive and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and then we'll
Yeah.
move in when they arrive.
Okay.
So the idea is
Yeah.
we'll leave
Okay.
earlier, so we're in position when they arrive.
Gotcha. Okay. So you two, oh, Sean's on the phone. So you will see them come up the main, that path that leads up the cliff that you guys took home last time when you were mixed up with all the workers. And you can see this building. I think,
Excuse me.
did I put maps? Salt Marsh. Books, characters, maps. Here we go. This is all Puget Sound stuff. Okay, I'm going to throw in some maps for you guys. Where did I put those pictures of the area around? Is it in gaming text? Yeah, I put them in. If you look in gaming text and go up over the Steam engine, you'll see a map of the infirmary and then the layout of the area around the infirmary. In each case, north is going to be kind of to the left on the map, which is annoying to me, but because I start getting confused. So Sean's still on the phone. He's been here before as another character. Lillian, you can see that there is a pleasant courtyard at F1. Yeah, that's in there. Filled with colorful plants and flowers. They're starting to kind of lose some of their color. It is September. We're moving into fall. In one corner is a table with chairs for relaxing. It is the north wall. I gave the wrong directions last time. No. They wrote it down wrong. That is the east wall. There's 3 doors. So if you're looking at the building from the right side of the picture, there's 3 doors on the wall to the right. They have little windows. Each one has a window next to it. On the north wall is a large window and what appears to be the obvious entrance, and then there's an open door on the wall to your left, and it's a big door. It's like big double doors, and you get the impression that's probably it's probably some kind of storage room. And this woman approaches you. She was actually in the courtyard when you approached, and she says hello, and let's see, clinic. That's what it is. She looks. Oh, that is the wrong place to put it. NPCs again. We're getting some reuse out of some of these. There she is. She is not. You realize she might have been she was definitely the woman you saw the other night. She's good sized, like tall, pretty. She looks pretty young, very young actually, and she approaches the two of you. She doesn't appear to be armed at all. Wearing a dress, a nice dress that appears to be. You're not sure where around it comes from. Ozuye Shappa, she gives you a look. Like, oh. What's your appearance? Is it above 50? Tell me that.
Yeah, he's 65.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, she definitely gives you a look.
Oh yeah, he's better looking than Fernando.
Him. Yeah, but Fernando's more made up. Like,
yeah, I know.
But Ozuye Shappa is probably dirty and smells.
He has that rugged good look.
He doesn't. Well, I'm saying he doesn't care. You know what I mean? I don't really think. Does he, Sean? Does he really give a shit about taking a bath very often and using toilet water or what? Damn it,
No,
Aaron. What's the word? Stuff you put in your hair.
Hair tonic.
Or, like he would bathe himself on occasion, but it's not like he's.
It's not a priority.
Yeah.
He doesn't care what he looks like.
His clothing is rugged.
Rugged. Yeah, that's the way to put it. Yeah. So the two of you approach. He goes, "Hello. Are one of you sick?" And she's looking you up and down.
My friend here doesn't seem to be feeling very well.
Oh, make me a fast talk. That's a straight up lie.
I forgot about that.
You can't lie.
Yeah.
Just blatantly without knowing how to do it. So.
Sure, I can.
No, your character is not a liar.
You're gonna get caught.
Write down "not a liar" in real big letters on your character sheet. Yes. 41 is definitely a fail.
Wait. No, wait. Nope. Yeah, that's a fail.
Yes, it is. You don't have any points in fast talk. You got like a 5. Fast talking is hard unless you know how. James Brown used to do this all the time. Just tell these whoppers. And I'm like, give me a fast talk. And he's like, I don't have fast talk. And I'm like, then why are you lying? He does not
Why are
look
you
sick.
lying, bro?
He does not look sick. Are you sick? She's directing that to Ozuye Shappa.
Not that I'm aware.
She kind of gives you a look, Lillian, Jacqueline. Why are you here?
Why are we here, Azuya?
We're a distraction. That's not what he says. I'm sorry.
No,
I know.
we,
At this
we
point,
wanted to we wanted to check on the infirmary and see how things were going with healing people.
Oh, oh. Very well. You may come, of course. We are open to anyone. Father Lyman is not here right now. He should return shortly. But you are welcome. I can show you around if you wish. She's inside the little like garden area, and you guys have walked up outside of it. There are a couple of little gates. Actually, there's one. There's not a gate on this side. You can just walk right in. And she reaches, comes over, Sean, and she takes your arm. Um, is your size 65 or better?
Yes, 75.
75. Okay, you're much taller than this lady.
Yeah.
Lillian, is your character very tall?
65.
Oh, wow. Okay. You think you're a little taller than her as well. But she is tall ish. You know what I mean? She's not like a small woman. And she takes your arm and
Right.
she takes it real close, Sean. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
she puts her arm
Yeah.
through yours and she's holding you very close as you walk in and almost rubbing herself up against you on the side. Um, and is and says, "And what is your name?" She says to you, to Azuya Shop.
I am Azuye Shappa.
And you? She looks towards Miss Blackwood.
My name's Jacqueline.
How nice to meet you. I am Clarissa. Let me make sure I got her name right. Yes, Clarissa is the name she gives you. She's young, Jacqueline. Uh, she's maybe teens, upper teens somewhere, but she looks really young. And you can each make me a psychology if you wish to determine kind of her intentions. They're kind of obvious, but not entirely.
No.
And whatever you think.
Yep.
Okay, let me see.
Did you have points in psychology? I don't know if you do. I don't.
I do.
Oh, good. 33. Is that enough?
Oh, no.
Well, there are coins out here if you really want to make it, or if you don't, if
My
you're not
psychology
sure.
is a 30.
Yeah,
I rolled a 33.
you have one coin. Azuya Shapa has two, and Fernando and Alonzo both have one. So there are
I'll give
coins.
anybody-
one of mine. I'll get mine.
Fernando's given
Sure.
his. Anybody else? No.
How many are needed?
She needs one more coin in order to.
I'll get one.
Okay. So, yes, Jacqueline. Um, she definitely is very interested in Azuya Shapa. Either for romance or straight up sex. You're just getting this feeling off of this woman. Yeah, she is too close to him. She is rubbing up on his side. You know what I mean? Like, she obviously wants something from him in a sexual or relationship way. You're not sure exactly which, whether regular, maybe both. You know, whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah, she's being a little too forward, is how you feel. Very briefly, F2 on that map is a living area. The main room of the clinic's well lit by two windows, one near the entrance and one near. Oh, yeah, no, there's none near the entrance. That's God, there's a lot of mistakes in this scenario. One near the hearth and one on the far wall. The smell of cooking meat comes from the hearth. There's a big man sitting at a large table near the hearth. He is it looks like he's cleaning a rifle. He seems kind of surprised to see you two. Like Clarissa says, they have come. They are curious about the infirmary, and he wears simple clothing, uh, and is wearing like a flat hat. Here is the. I about put it in rolling again. Damn it! That was such a nice noise. I mean, there he is.
Can you make that noise again?
Um, he just kind of looks at you. She says, "This is Brock. He is one of those of us who work here." Through that to F3 is an examination room. It's just a simple chair and a table long enough for a person to sit on. The picture doesn't show this, but that's okay. The walls are lined with shelves of pungent smelling salves and poultices. Do either one of you have science pharmacy? And a small box sits on one of the shelves amongst the jars. Okay. And then she takes you through there. She tells you it's the examination room, and it's also Father Lyman's office. And then in F4, the room is quiet and antiseptic. There are 5 small beds with clean white linens and soft pillows. 3 of the beds are occupied by recovering patients. There's a small table and 2 chairs in the center of the room. And next to each bed is a small window. There's a big window at the end. The shades are partially drawn. You can see these people have bumps on them that look like almost like mosquito bites, like all over their face and their arms and their hands. There is netting, mosquito netting over each window, and there was mosquito netting over the windows in that living area. There's no window in the examination room. This all takes several minutes. She's not rushing. She's telling you about, this person is almost recovered. This one was brought in last night. This one is in the midst of recovery. They all have like this salve that's been like layered onto them over these
Hmm.
lesions, I guess you should call them. If it's a disease, they'd be lesions of some kind. Um,
Um,
and she's just making small talk right
well,
now.
welts or
Yeah, they're
whatever. I
welts,
think welts
hives, something like that. You're not sure what it
yeah.
exactly is. It looks like mosquito bites all over their body. Meanwhile, out in their secret place are you two guys. What are you doing? You saw them approach. You saw them come
Yeah.
up and kind of disappear into the infirmary area. Like how
Okay.
long?
So there's no one. Yeah, there's no one else outside.
You
Pretty much as
no,
far as
you
we can
don't see
tell. Then.
you don't see anybody. No.
So we've
So
seen
yeah,
the
I'm gonna make my
infirmary
way.
area. Parsons.
Yeah. That's the parsonage or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's move there quietly.
Okay. You head over to the parsonage. The parsonage. Um.
Yeah.
Do you want to go straight to the door, or do you want to go like around and come from around behind and go to the door? Go around behind and see what it looks like. Check where the windows are. What do you want
I
to do?
do
How
want
do
to
you want to
kind of.
do this? I need more detail.
I want to case the place first to see how many entrances, exits there are.
Okay.
Um. So if
Um,
there's only the one.
we'll take a look at this map. You've got the map. You guys
Oh yeah.
are kind of in those trees between the two. There's more cover over there by the parsonage, and there are a few trees between the two, but they're not real heavy. I mean, do you want to like I said, do you want to circle around it first? Do you want to go straight to the front door? And you two
Yeah.
could do two different things too. Keep in mind, um,
True. Yeah.
you really haven't communicated your exact like. Here's the plan.
Yeah,
It's more like let's check out the parsonage. So if you just
yeah, no,
move,
let's stay together.
you can say
Move
that. Yeah.
around the remove around the far side and come back to the door, so we've seen the whole thing by the time
Okay.
we reach the door.
So you're kind of going
That's
around the north
exactly what I was thinking
side
about
and
doing.
then coming
So
from the
Yeah.
south and then coming to the front door. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. So what you've
Unless
got,
is there a back door?
you will find that there is not. I haven't given you
Okay,
these pictures yet.
so there's only one
Hold
way
on.
in.
Let me find maps. Maps. Bingo, bango. There. Okay, so what we've got. Oh my God, this is tiny. There is a window on the back. So there's a window on the north side, right? The side facing where you guys were before. So in this map, it's to the
okay.
left. That's where you saw the light coming from. When you go around the back, you can see the chimney. There is one window in the back. On the south side, there are no windows, and you haven't seen any windows on the front at all. And you've been watching the front of the building the whole time. And so there's just a door
Okay.
on the
Okay.
front. So
It's got
those
to
are
be
your,
that
your
door.
options. There's no back door. There's a window in the back,
But-
fireplace, and then a window.
All right. You want to have a go at that door then? Check the door. Is it locked?
Yeah.
No, door's not locked. Click.
All right.
It opens right up. It opens into a fairly small room. I'm gonna give you this map here. Oops. Keep in mind you don't know anything but the first room. That
Which
room
one?
has where the hell?
Okay. So this
It's
is
in.
E1.
Should be in gaming text.
Yeah.
Simply furnished. There's a table in the room. There's two doors to your right. I don't know. They don't show up real well on the map. Um, the smell. Herbs are stacked everywhere. The smell is strong and pleasant. There are two doors on your right on the south wall. There's a window to your left. It is closed. It's got glass in it. It's like a regular window. And it's also latched. There's a fireplace in front of you. There is a fire in the fireplace, but it's pretty low. There's also a sack on the table.
Anything in the sack?
Bread. There's some bread, cheese. There's some dried meat, or it looks like leftovers. You know what I mean? Like last night's meat and that kind of stuff in the sack. Give me a hard intelligence check.
Both of us.
Yes, please.
Okay. I didn't know if you were just referring to
No.
them or not.
No, sorry.
Oh. I got an extreme intelligence check.
Okay. How'd you do,
I rolled an 08.
Lieutenant Shaeder? 08.
Nice.
I failed though.
Wow. Just enough food here to make a meager meal for maybe 8 or 9 people. Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Take
Yeah.
this first door here.
Sure.
The first door on the right leads to
Yep.
a dark room. There's no windows. From the room, light from this room, you can kind of see it's lined with shelves, and it looks like there's boxes and vials and jars, and a strong smell of various herbs are coming from in here. There's a lot of them. These run
Okay.
right up to the ceiling. Are you telling Jimenez what I told you? I mean, are you telling Shaeder what I told you, by the way? About what's in the sack? Do you
Oh.
make mention of that or not? Because you haven't so
you're-
far.
Yeah. You're talking to Kevin.
I'm talking to you, Jimenez.
No, you.
Are you mentioning you? I
didn't
told
look
you
at-
some
I
information,
didn't look at-
and you never said
I
anything.
didn't. Kevin, when I'm the one that looked in. I'm not the one that looked in the sack.
Oh, you didn't look at the sack. Well, you could still see the sack when you. I'm sorry. You still. That was the intelligence check too. When he looked in the sack,
And when I
and he saw there's food.
and when I opened
Oh.
He probably did
Yeah.
like this to you, and then that's why you saw. Oh,
Okay. Then
that's how
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Okay,
Then
okay.
I would
Didn't
say
make it-
That's
yes.
a misunderstanding.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. All right.
because if
Yeah.
you didn't, I would have said, "What do you make of this?"
Okay, so herbs.
Yeah,
This
all
room is filled with herbs. It looks like vials full of them,
Okay.
little boxes full of them, all kinds of crap.
Also shelves, so that all
Yeah,
the
it's
shelves
just-
are filled up with
It's
herbs.
just shelves on every wall up to the ceiling, filled up with herbs. Some are just like tied together and dropped onto a shelf. The smell is very strong. Not bad.
Oh, it's like. So it's like they're drying all the herbs in
Could
here
be.
essentially.
Could be. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's try the other room then.
This appears to be a bedroom. There's a tall, ornately carved standing wardrobe to your left, to your right as you walk in. Opposite or next to it is a bed with rumpled beddings. It's like a double bed. It's a good sized bed, as you can see. Yeah, and the wardrobe doors are closed. This room
The
is really
wardrobe is
cool.
on the.
Wardrobe's on the
Okay.
right as you come in the door, and then
It's like
the bed
on
is
the wall. It's on the wall that shares the wall with the other room.
yes,
Correct? I'm
yes.
just okay. Just making sure I got it pictured right.
And the room is very cool.
And you said
like
Hmm.
unusually cool. The other rooms
Is there
have been like
is there a
normal
window?
temperature.
Is there a window in here?
Yes, there's a window on the what do you call it? It's to your left. It's
North side.
closed, and there are
Yeah.
some curtains
It's
over
closed.
it, but they're not like heavy curtains or anything, so you can see light in this room from that.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a hunch then. Cool air. I'm gonna get down on a knee.
hmm
Is there any cool air coming from below?
Um. Yeah. Blah, blah. Let's see.
'Cause as
Hmm.
long as this room
Yeah,
underground
it's there.
spaces are
It's
cooler, maybe
coldest
there's
near
a
the
tunnel here.
wardrobe, actually.
Let's
Okay.
open or move. First, open the wardrobe.
Neatly folded clothing, mostly black priests' vestments. You know what I mean, like the black.
We saw
Yeah.
Father Lyman wearing those things.
Yeah, it's got the collar, and then it's
Collar.
black. It's black priest clothes, basically. Um,
Okay. So step two then, move the wardrobe.
okay.
Maybe there's a door hiding under it.
The two of you can move it. It's not a very heavy wardrobe. There's not a whole lot of. I mean, it's not heavy clothing. It's pretty light, really nice looking clothing. Yeah, there's a cold spot on the floor.
Uh,
It's
Trap door,
cool.
secret door.
Yeah, make me a spot hidden as you start fiddling with the floor.
Search this area.
Yeah, I'll give you a bonus die.
I might need the bonus die.
I mean, this cool air is kind of like that's weird. Still an 8.
Even with the bonus
That
die, I
sucks. How about you,
yeah, I rolled 83 and
Fernando
83 again.
Jimenez?
I got you. I got a hard success
Oh.
for my first roll.
Yeah, you find
I say I didn't
it's
even need the
very
bonus die,
small.
technically.
It's very small, and all it is like a hole, big enough that you could fit your finger into it.
Can you pull something up though?
Yeah. Say yeah. Let me check real quick. I gotta check something.
Is
Yeah.
that like a
Yeah. All right. I stick my finger in the hole
Mhm.
and I feel around.
You feel around. It does
curious
go
like
one
that.
direction. There is like a gap, and when you grasp it and you pull,
No.
the section of floor comes up that was a hidden
Okay.
door. Um,
Mm.
cool air comes up.
Oh, that's
It
fun.
looks like a shaft that leads down into the darkness. Um, it is not. It's big enough that you could fit in it. You do not see any kind of rungs or ladder. It's about 3 foot across, I would say.
Just jump.
Maybe a little bigger than 3 feet across.
Can I see how far
Just
down it goes?
jump, I heard. Can you see what?
How far down it
How
goes?
far down? Can we
No, it's
see
dark
without-
down there. It's very dark.
All right. Have we seen a lamp
spilled
or a
beer on
candle
myself.
anywhere in
Thanks.
this building?
There is a lamp out in the that other room, like a glass lamp
Main room.
with a the hood on top. So it's a nice lamp. It's not like a lantern.
Get that. Light it.
Okay, you do so.
And
It's
hold
lit.
it. Basically, get down on my stomach and hold the lamp down into the hole and see what I can see.
Not much. You can see a little bit, but you can't see how deep it is.
And
You know
we
what I
haven't
mean?
seen a ladder or any such here.
No, you haven't seen any ladders. You remember a storage room on the outside of the infirmary, but you don't know what's in it. Nobody looked in it. I mean, there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Nice cool air coming up. Feels good.
How would anyone access this without a ladder?
And we're going to jump to Blackwood and
Yeah.
Ozuye Shappa for a moment. We're at 10 o'clock, so we're going to have to. Actually, that could be a good ending
That's
spot.
a good spot.
Yeah, it is.
And it is 10 o'clock, so
Mhm.
that would make a really good
Yeah.
spot to end. How could anyone access this without a ladder?
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So yeah, that's a great place to stop. Actually,
Um,
the only problem with stopping there, and the only problem with any of this at this juncture, is if Josie can make the next game session, then
How
how are we going to get her involved in this? I'm sick.
She
I got
was-
the mosquito
she's
sickness.
sick. yeah. That's
she
exactly
could be a
how I was
patient.
thinking it.
Okay, so next weekend is Company Boys in Cthulhu, my personal name for Kevin's game, a fireman
Yeah.
game.
Actually, I'm kind of leaning to when I get around to writing it up. I'm kind of leaning to something a title like The Boys in the Company.
That would be cool too.
I like the
Uh,
feel of it.
Wednesday the 4th. Does that work for people?
That's
Of
when I'm pulling up the
March.
calendar.
That's 2 weeks.
Yeah, should be fine.
Ooh, secret
Should
door.
be, yeah.
Why does a priest have a secret door? Oh my, what is happening?
You can never trust those creepy priests.
Does the 4th seem to work for people at this juncture at least?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
I'm going to mark it as DDT. And that's where we'll end. Let's quick go around very quickly. Fernando Jimenez, questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms, favorite thing, least favorite thing. I like that you guys are split up. I'm loving that. That's my favorite thing right now. Sorry, it is.
I did like your little tie-in with like things that happened with me in the past, tying our new player essentially.
Oh, with Rosalie?
So, yeah, I like that.
Of course, you're both
So,
keeping
yeah,
it secret, what you all know. So it doesn't
Yeah,
help.
yeah. Well, my guy's not gonna refer to her that. Yeah, I broke into this person's house. That's where I first witnessed the scent.
Yeah, you guys are keeping your own secrets.
You guys can keep as many secrets
yeah.
as you want. And
Yeah.
that's the thing about like a
I think that makes
location-based
for better role-playing
campaign,
sometimes,
location-based
but yeah.
game is there's all these people in this town and there's going to be lots of connections. Okay, cool. Jacqueline Blackwood. Questions, comments, suggestions. Favorite thing, least favorite thing. Criticisms. What did I do wrong?
I need to put more. I should have put skills in fast talk.
That you apparently you want to
Everyone says
lie.
that-
You got to
I was
just
gonna say,
not
everyone says that once they want to try to lie.
Yep. Just find ways not to lie. That's the easiest way.
Get Fernando. to
That's
call
okay.
for it.
And this is your first. This is your first character you ever made, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've played pre-gens.
Well, I might
This is the
speak
first one
for
you've ever made. I don't know, because you've been drinking heavily.
I know.
But so, yeah, don't like beat yourself up about it. Just adapt is my suggestion for that. Like,
Learn
Yeah.
and adapt.
you don't necessarily have the honest, a trait of honesty, but yeah, you probably should kind of steer clear of lying. You can keep trying. If you keep trying, you'll get better. But you're gonna have people who might be ruder than Rosalie Parlow was about it. You know what I mean? She
Yeah,
was actually
yeah.
pretty nice about you lying to her face. She saw you looking at the book, and then you tripped.
Well, I
on
ate.
your-
I like to feel like
That was
she
great.
felt bad for me because I ate shit in front of her.
She probably
Yeah.
did. And maybe she needs a friend who, and she's probably
It's
too
her-
trusting.
Yeah, closer to.
Yeah, closer to her own
She's
age.
pretty damn. She's pretty damn trusting with all that.
Well,
stuff,
this
in
lady
all
found the
honesty.
Yeah.
book, so
Yeah.
it's too late
It's
to
kind
turn
of-
back. She's not going to
come clean
murder
moment.
you about it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Well,
Here's a question
if
for
you're-
you. How did you enjoy that haircut, Lillian, for you as a player?
It was a very nice haircut.
No, but I mean,
Not once did I worry about the NPC stabbing me in the neck with
All right.
shears.
cool. Darn. I'm screwed up then. I didn't do that good enough. Lieutenant Alonzo Shaeder. Questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms, favorite thing, least favorite thing.
Well, so far so good. I mean, sometimes you got to take some time to get things going, and the snip snip. I love that. That's a nice touch.
I'm glad I had some
things
That was
scissors.
pretty good.
We're getting to a point where we're cracking another plot point, and now we've also explained what I suspected but did not know.
What?
That the reason we didn't see anyone traveling with food is because there was access from inside.
Could
So when we
be.
watched and saw
Well, we
no one
did-
come out,
We did
Plan B
confirm
was
though
it
that
was
they did
inside.
travel. They did
Yeah.
have food that they brought to that house.
Yeah,
We saw
you
them
did
brought-
see her bring
basically
a
bring
sack
them.
of food over in the morning. The last time you were
Yeah.
here too, I believe it was in the morning, or sack,
Yeah, I
a
didn't
sack.
know-
You
didn't
didn't
know
know what it
from where.
was. Yeah, came from the
Yeah,
Right,
I didn't
infirmary.
know
we
from
saw
where
the
which
same
building,
sack.
but
Right. But
that
yeah,
was my assumption.
this is weird. This hole is weird. Maybe it's just air conditioning.
Yeah. It may not be.
So
This
we
may not be the
will-
original access point.
Azuye
She
Shappa.
said.
Oh,
No.
ooh, that's a good one. Azuya Shappa. Questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms. Favorite thing, least favorite thing. This may not be
No,
the
I
original
enjoy the
answers.
even like yeah, it's kind of like Kevin said. It's like yeah, we're kind of we're stepping into the next thing still. So I do like that we're kind of separated, even though
Oh, I love it.
maybe we didn't separate ourselves the best
Uh,
because
We
neither
did.
neither Blackwood or Azuya Shappa
have
are
fast.
good at lying.
You don't necessarily have to.
No.
You were sent there.
Yeah,
We
you
would
don't
like
have
to
to.
look around. Oh, you don't have to lie to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, we'd like to look around." That's not a lie. You
Yeah.
do want to look around. Maybe there's
Yeah.
clues here. So, but yeah, and Azuya Shappa hardly talks at all anyway. So but
Yep.
he might get late tonight. Oh, anyway.
Yeah.
So
No.
that's where we're gonna end. Oh, come on, she's so cute. Uh, that's where we're gonna end. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for playing. Appreciate anybody who's still watching or anybody who did come by and watch. I don't think we have many people tonight, and that's okay. And we'll talk to y'all next time. So say goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.